Channel 362. Now, joining me this morning as my co-host is the calm and composed policewoman, Sergeant Teresa Ado. Good morning, Tess.
Good morning, Sergeant Boite.
How do you do?
Very well, by grace.
All right. How was your weekend?
Weekend was quite okay. You know, because the rains are in, I was a little under the weather. So
yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Well, last week,
kind of challenging.
The kind of sound I was hearing from your voice was not pleasant, you know. But we are grateful to God that you have regained your audibility.
Fit for purpose today.
I know, right? And we've also been experiencing some rainy days from last week, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Everywhere is cold.
Very much so.
Yeah. So I believe your energy for this week is on a high, you know, to restart the week, especially coming from the weekend.
Yeah.
You are not a football person, you know. Last Sunday or yesterday, the champions of England, Arsenal were crowned champions after winning the English Premier League.
Okay.
And in Ghana, Mediama Sporting Club also won the league as well.
Right.
Yeah. So the seasons have ended. We are now focusing on the Football Mundial of June against Panama in Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you optimistic about this Black Stars team?
You know, I held only two teams.
Okay.
Barcelona and then Black Stars. So
okay, so Barca won the Spanish La Liga?
Yes. So right. I'm just hoping that they do us, you know, a good job this time round.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So at least it keeps me still in the team.
All right.
But I think it's a good thing for you to also switch camp to Arsenal. Because, Liverpool, so you just think about it. I think it would make a good deal.
But the fact that Liverpool couldn't win the Premier League, this doesn't mean that I should move or I should just drop down my loyalty.
I'm just suggesting, you know, so you can just have it.
Liverpool, even if you are relegated to Championship,
you still would want to be in Liverpool. Right.
Yeah, you know, Arsenal have been yearning to win the Premier League for 22 years now. And so it tells you that it takes perseverance, great determination to arrive. So we also soldier on. Last year,
you have been persevering all this while.
No, but last season we were champions.
That is fine.
Yeah, so we hope that next season will come up good.
Let's see how things take.
Right. And today also happens to be African Union Day, 25th of May. Yeah. You know, this is a day that has been dedicated to celebrate the spirit of Pan-Africanism, you know, where 25th of May 1963, some 32 African heads of states, you know, gathered in Addis Ababa to sign a charter, you know, to form the African Union. Exactly. So today we are commemorating you know, our collective struggle for independence and decolonization from our masters. And so today it happens to be African Union. Had it not been the fact that we are in uniform, we would be, you know, representing Africanism. You know?
Yes,
exactly. But all the same, we are still Ghana Police, and so we are here. Yeah. So do you have any message for our viewers, you know, who are watching us about, you know, cultivating the spirit of Africanism? You know, just to portray ourselves that we are Africans everywhere we find ourselves, because today is our day, you understand? It used to be a holiday, but right now it is a commemorative day. Yeah.
So what I would like to tell viewers is that we should keep the spirit of Africanism together, because we have no other identity than that. Let's show love to each other and then stay connected, because that is what will keep us going as a people. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And so that is our piece of message to our viewers who are watching us. That is African Union Day today, 25th of May. This is a day that has been set aside to celebrate the spirit of Africanism, because on the 25th of May 1963, we had some 32 African heads of states signing this charter in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And so it was later transformed to African Union in 2002. And so today, we expect everybody to realize that we are Africans, and so therefore we should raise the flag of Africa high. All right, so away from that, if you are planning of organizing your weekend from today, or you are thinking to, you know, find an alternative route because you are anticipating heavy vehicular traffic on our roads, we've got you covered on this show. And so we are going to kickstart your day safely by bringing you the traffic updates, where my colleague Sergeant Yusuf Brahma, who earlier today was at the ministry's traffic intersection, is currently with us in the studios. He's going to give us what really transpired earlier today. Also be bringing you Police Today, police-related stories that are shaping our communities. Last Friday, the police administration, which is under the leadership of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohonu, were in Atebubu, the Bono region, where we briefed the press, or our friends from the media, on a topical issue surrounding the murder of the Queen Mother in Atebubu. And so we'll be bringing you excerpts of that particular development as well. And our colleagues are already here with us in the studios. Policewoman Sergeant Benedetta Brago and then Sergeant Felix Kukudia will be doing us this service. And then from that, we'll also be bringing you our essential health tips where we'll switch over to the police hospital. Our medical experts are there, standing by. They are ready to present to us some comprehensive summary on a subject that is very pivotal to your health setup. And so please do stay tuned and then realize that your health is your wealth. With our big conversation today, we'll be having our own brother, our colleague from the Ghana National Fire Service. You know, in this periodic season of rains, he's here, or he'll be here to tell us how we need to be mindful and careful, you know, not to occur or record any fire outbreak within our domestic setup. And so we'll be having Mr. Alex Kenati, ADO1, on the show, joining us for a big conversation. And also, I believe that most of our sporting disciplines in the Ghana Police Service, you know, have ended their seasons. But then there was a particular development last Friday where the sports directorate of the Ghana Police Service honored some outstanding police officers, you know, who demonstrated commitment and exceptional performance in their way of, you know, exercise or duties. And so it was held at the forecourt of the National Police Headquarters. We have that particular story also in there. And then your birthday wishes. Police officers and their loved ones who are still celebrating their birthdays in the month of May will take time to share in their excitement, their joy, and their remarkable journey. And so this and other things you should expect on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. So we are ready to kick the ball rolling, but before that, we are going for our first break. When we return from the break, we'll keep up the momentum. Remember, a safe start leads to a great day. Do stay on, we'll be right back. You're welcome back from that break, and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. And so we are diving in right with our traffic updates. And as I mentioned earlier, my colleague Sergeant Yusuf Brima has returned from the ministry's intersection earlier this morning. He's going to tell us what really transpired by way of giving you some footages on our screens. And so good morning, Brima.
Good morning, big man.
I hope you're fine.
I'm doing well. How about you?
Yeah, Charlie, I'm also excellent.
All right.
How was your weekend?
It was.
Are you sure?
You see,
Brima,
you see,
how was your weekend?
You see, anyway, Chief Presla is not here today, so at least I have only you two face today.
Yeah. So just answer my question. How was your weekend?
Go. Oh, my weekend, ideally it was good, with the exception of the development from England.
Yeah, so yesterday Arsenal were crowned champions.
Yeah, so but that is not even my problem. You know, I told you, I don't mind whether Arsenal is crowned.
But whether you like it or not.
My issue is that we were unable to qualify for any championship.
I told you your glory
season. So that
with the Club World Cup was a flash in the pan.
That is to you.
Yeah.
Of course, we beat the best and won.
Anyway,
so what have you got to say?
A world champion who performs so symbolically in the league.
That is not your problem. I know. You know what sometimes baffles me a lot. You are a sports man.
So producers have been telling you that Chelsea will be playing small post next season.
Man, you played small post last season, so it's not surprising.
You are not Manchester United. Talk about Chelsea.
I mean that they played. So if
why are you calling for parity?
I mean, we are not calling for parity. We are only saying that this is football. I mean, it can go good, it can go bad. That is what I want you to understand.
So you enjoy your small post next season. Okay.
It's not. In fact, for me, you see that when you have a good season, it is better when it is crowned with something. But if you have a very bad season, ideally you don't expect anything.
No, but you don't expect everyone to be a winner.
Was bad.
We can't all be winners, you know.
That is what I'm saying.
There's only one champion.
Yes, at least we had a very bad season. So even if we didn't qualify for the Conference League, I think it is good. That is what
you should have time to rebuild the team.
Of course. So for me, we only have to take it in good faith and then.
So please do well and then congratulate those who have won. It's fine. Okay.
You want me to congratulate you?
No. I'm talking about Arsenal. We are not winners.
Arsenal.
Yes, Arsenal.
Okay, so based on what Sergeant Boateng is saying,
you shouldn't tell me based on what I'm saying.
Arsenal.
Anyway, you're about to lose, I've told you.
Good morning and welcome to today's traffic update on your Safe Start show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma. So today, it is still a very wet morning. You know that we are in the rainy season, so the rain, comes down as and when it deems fit. So you should always be prepared for the slippery road that you'll be driving on whenever you are moving outside the house. So let's begin with the traffic situation around the National Police Headquarters. So from the Dankwa Circle to the Ghana National Fire Service traffic light, there's a bit of traffic there, but then officers have still been deployed there to ensure that you move around easily. And also from the fire service to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, there's also a bit of traffic there as well. But then officers have still been deployed there to ensure that you move around easily without any difficulty. So just as my brother said, we are just returning from the ministry's intersection traffic light where we picked traffic situation there this morning. So producer, let's kindly let viewers know exactly what is happening at the ministry's traffic intersection and then what to expect going into the day. So just as you can see on your screen, that is the situation from the ministry's traffic intersection, the footage that we got for you a while ago. Ideally, if the situation is going to change, it will not be that much unless there's any unusual occurrence at the said traffic intersection. So from the National Theatre to the ministry's traffic light, just as you can see on your screen, there's a bit of traffic there, but then it is flowing easily without any trouble. So if you are moving from the National Theatre and then you're heading towards the ministries, know that you will not have any much issue there. Even if you fall into the heap there, you'll still be able to find your way through easily, whether you're going to the Law Court Complex or you're attending to Tema Station or wherever you're finding your way to, you will not have any difficulty there. Because just as you can see, the traffic is flowing there, and then an officer has still been deployed there to ensure that you move around easily. There's regarding the indications, even on the traffic light, just as you can see on your screen. So that is the situation currently from National Theatre to ministries. There's no trouble there, and ideally, like I said, it is not going to change any much going through the day, because even if there was supposed to be traffic, it would have been around this time. So since there's free traffic this morning, we're expecting it to continue like that. And then also from the Law Court Complex, getting into ministries, as you can see on your screen too, there's, easy flow of traffic from that direction as well. So if you are coming from the High Street or you're coming from the Independent Circle, and then you want to turn your way, Independence Arc area, and then you are turning on your right to ministries, know that you are going to find your way easily there without any issue as well. And then also from Tema Station to the ministry's traffic intersection as well, just as you can see on your screen now, the traffic will move easily, even if you fall into a heap of traffic, behind the traffic light, but you still find your way through easily without any issue there. So that is the situation around the ministry traffic intersection this morning. And also from the stadium towards ministries as well, there's an easy flow of traffic from that direction. So from Tema Station coming in, it is even an empty road. So if you're coming from there, you're not going to have any trouble this morning. Just as you can see, the vehicles are just coming one after the other without any trouble. And then also from stadium to the ministry's traffic lights as well. If you are finding your way around there, you didn't have any trouble. So either you're coming from the Independence Square or you're coming from the stadium or Osu Cemetery or all those areas, and then you are moving towards ministries, know that you are not going to have any trouble going through that session this morning. And also from the ministry's traffic light towards National Theatre, just as you can see on your screen, the traffic situation there is free flow. There's no trouble at all for you if that is the stretch you are using this morning. So that is a development. Ideally, it wouldn't be any trouble for you if you are moving around the ministry's intersection traffic light this morning, or you're finding your way doing business anywhere around ministries, going to Tema Station, and then all those areas as well. And then also from the ministry's traffic light to the Law Court Complex this morning. If you have a case there and then you want to find your way through and you are thinking that there's traffic this morning, please note that there's free flow of traffic there, as you can see on your screen. So from National Theatre, if you're moving through ministries and then you're heading towards the Law Court Complex all the way to the High Street, whether you're going to the Bank of Ghana, the Old Bank of Ghana, or you are hitting the High Street to the Old Parliament or the Museum, you're going to find your way easily without any trouble. So that is the situation there from the ministry's intersection traffic lights, just as you saw on your screen. An officer has been deployed to ensure that you move around easily without any trouble. So kudos to my brother, General Constable Dasa ANNS, who has been deployed there. So General Constable Dasa, All the best and then kudos to you this morning. Also assisted by your monitoring officer, Inspector Richmond Asumadu, my own BA brother, who is there coordinating affairs to ensure that the traffic situation there moves around easily. And also all the best and then good morning to your commanding officer, ASP Mr. Wallace Kube, who is the commanding officer of the ministry's divisional MTT, then all the other men who are at the ministry's MTT, all the best to you, to the station officer and all the officers and men at the ministry's MTT. So that is all for today's traffic update on your Safe Start Show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Baima. I'll catch you later on traffic orientation. But before we go, Sergeant Boateng, you know that Wednesday is Salah. Salah once again. So the devil will be put to shame.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Because you promised that you sat on the same platform
I'm
and told
saying that
us
the devil will be put to shame.
You're going to surprise us.
The devil will
which
be
of
put
course
to
it
shame.
never came.
The devil will
Your
be put to
birthday,
shame.
you told us we're sending us location for the party. It also didn't show up.
You know, I didn't say that.
You told us
The tape is there.
No, you
we
told us
can
that.
go and play the tape.
I asked you that we are waiting
Did
for
I
your location.
did I say I'll send location?
Yes, you did.
Ideally, I said
Yes.
Okay, we'll go and play the tape.
That's fine.
And then we'll get to know. So because of that, I need to send some special greetings
Okay.
to some big brothers of mine. So special Eid greetings to my brother, Mr. Nasiru Isaka, the principal transport officer of Kokobot Ghana. Good morning, bro, and then all the best to you and your family this particular Eid. And also to, all the men at the ministries at the Kokobot Transport Department, to Mr. Henry Obin, senior transport officer, to Miss Hira, to the assistant administrator, and then also to my own brother, Mr. Brahma, also of Kokobot as well, and to my family and their friends. Every Muslim, all the best to you this Eid. Continue to enjoy the Eid when it comes, and then without any issue. But then, bro, we've been sharing issues about how people must be safe on the road and all that.
Yeah.
You see, I always say that road safety is a matter of priority to all of us.
Yeah.
There was a sad development over the weekend from one of our brother, a police inspector, Inspector Solomon Ba, lost their wife and then the young baby through a motor crash on the how do you call it? I think it was around Winneba stretch. I don't know if you.
I think I read a story.
Yes, the story was
confirming the 4-month-old baby.
Exactly. So that was a police officer's child, and then the wife. He lost them through that crash. When we talk all the time about how reckless people are driving, the fact that they should be careful. This incident ideally happened because of a wrongful overtaking from a Voxy driver on that stretch.
Toyota Voxy again.
Toyota Voxy on that stretch. And then he fled the scene, and then now we are on a manhunt for him.
Yeah, he'll be arrested.
Get him and then put him before the law. So all the time when we say you should be careful on the road, it is not for the fun of it.
Exactly.
It is because we know what exactly could happen when you continue to drive in that manner. So my condolences to my brother, Inspector Solomon Ba, and then your family, and to all the Accra Central MTTD family. This is a great loss to all of us, because the woman ideally is someone who comes to every single program that we have.
In
fact, she was there during my wedding. She prepared food with her own money, and then all that. So condolences to to Inspector Solomon Ba, and then to their wife, to your wife's family, Madam Emilia's family, and then to everyone who is affected by this devastating loss of your wife and then your child. So all the best to the family as you go through this, troubling situation. We hope that the good Lord will keep you safe and then give you the heart to go through this troubling season. So my brother, over to you. Continue to enjoy the rest of the show.
I'm saddened. That's a sad development. But thank you so much. And so that was the traffic updates brought to us by my very own brother, Sergeant Yusuf Baima. Ending on a very sad note. Once again, let me reiterate our heartfelt commiserations to the bereaved family of the late Madam Emilia, and then our very own brother, Policewoman Inspector Solomon Ba. Please, may you be comforted in these trying moments. It's not easy for you to lose a wife and then a 4-month-old baby. It is so devastating. May you be comforted. All right. So away from that, we'll be serving you with police today. But before that, let's enjoy this brief breaker. When we return, it will now be time for us to give you police-related stories that are shaping our communities.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Welcome back from that quick breather. If you just joined in, this is a safe start coming to you from our studios here at the police headquarters on GH Police TV. If you are not online, kindly switch all your channels to our social media handles. We are streaming on all the handles. Right after here, we are zooming straight to bring you updates on happenings on security issues over the weekend. To help us do that, we have our colleagues with us, Sergeant Kwekudia and Sergeant Brago. Officers, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I hope you're doing very well.
Very, very well.
Good. A lot of us transpired over the weekend, and I'm sure you are prepared to feed us.
Details.
Please take us through.
Right. So let's dive in straight to our first story for today. 4 Adan SHS students arrested after a disturbing viral video surfaced online. The Tema Regional Police Command has arrested 4 students of Adan Senior High Technical School following a viral video circulating on social media showing a student wielding a cutlass and threatening other students on campus. The incident came to the attention of the police at about 12:10 a.m. on 22nd May 2026 after the video was intercepted online. A police night patrol team was immediately dispatched to the school to intervene. With the assistance of the school authorities, the police arrested Raymond Jemfi, 18, Oscar Amemwa, 18, Odati Wilson, 18, and 1 juvenile who were identified in the video. The suspects are currently in police custody, assisting with investigations. Students are advised to resolve disagreements peacefully through laid down school structures and refrain from acts of violence or intimidation. Parents and school authorities are also encouraged to strengthen guidance, supervision, and discipline among students to help maintain safety and order in our various schools. The command assures the public that investigations are ongoing and further developments will be communicated in due course. This statement was signed by ASP Dede Jakpaso, Head of Public Affairs, Tema Region.
Posi adwumako no ache ada school for ennan ena mfoni a ebeto dwa na etreye ewo abefo ntentan fidie so eho ewo mfoni ebeto dwa na ewo mfoni ni mu no school ni abrante bi ekuta kotokro na odi ehunehuna school fo bi ewo adan school ho no Tema posi adwumako no enam so ache mrante ennan asemi ewo kotoni mabosome neda etoso aduonu mienu awo afi impim mienu ne aduonu nsia emu amra na abo anajo da suemu du mienu apa ho sima edu no posi ensa eka mfoni amra posi ensa eka mfoni no posi fo a edi atwentwe anajo edi entem peso eko school eho na eno ana posi ekodu school ho no na yeye hwehwemu no school mpanimfo no ebo aye ema ye kire emrante enanyi emrante enan omo edin ene Raymond Jemfia wadi imfie eduwotwe Oscar Amemo a wadi imfie eduwotwe Odate Wilson a wadi imfie eduwotwe ene baako a ono de wosanti yentimi enfa ne ho ensem entu edwa emrante yi omo ewo posi adwumako no akache a omo eboa ewo hwehwemu mu Osi adwumakuo no etu sukuufo fo se samentame ho ase anabasabasa ye esori a monhwe na mundi ehyehyeye a sukuu mpanimfo ede agu akwamu ewo sukuu ho no so na munjai se mode emrahya munsem na moye de mope na ede afoforo enkwan eto esan mu eho ebio osi esan etu mpanimfo eye sukuu mpanimfo ene awofo efo se yanhwe se senya ye becheche enkra no akwanpa na ehwesode a mofra no ebefa ewo sukuu ho ede ehyeade na afi so sa abofra efo wo sukuu ho a yentia no ewo sukuu ho na eno ebe ya adesua ede ama afoforo se ebe ya nsemu sei ntisi ewo sukuu ho posi ese omanfo se nsemu ya hye emu hwehwemu ase eno nti amanebo bia ebe pie mu ne de besomo ewo sister dwumadie so a ewo GH Police TV.
In other news, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yuhuno, together with members of the Police Management Board and the Bono East Regional Police Command, held a press conference on the murder of the Queen Mother of Abamba and the robbery attack on the JB fuel station. Let's watch excerpts of the IGP's address.
So the Police Management Board, Regional Commander, officers and men, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be here today with you for this very important press briefing. Over the past year, the Ghana Police Service has waged a relentless war against criminals and criminal networks across the country. Through sustained intelligence-led operations with resource and logistics support from His Excellency the President, we have successfully dismantled several violent crime syndicates throughout the country. Our intelligence operations and investigation teams have taken the fight to the criminals, conducted several successful operations, and arrested persons behind armed robberies, narcotic, drugs trade, child trafficking, and murder, etc., and recovered several weapons and ammunition from these criminal gangs. In our online spaces, we have ensured some sanity by bringing persons behind various online scams and death threats. Here at Atebubu, the police continue to pursue criminal elements who had previously made the town a safe haven for their activities. Through intelligence-led operations, including swoops, several suspects have been arrested. Those who were daring enough to engage the police in shootouts received the appropriate response, and others were compelled to flee from the town. These operations will continue so that law-abiding citizens of the town can live their lives and carry out their normal business activities without any fear of criminal attacks. Today, I'm happy to announce that we have made yet another major breakthrough in our investigation into two major cases in the region. We have successfully arrested persons who shot and killed Nana Sewa Jankuma, the Queen Mother of Abamba, on 25 February 2026 at her residence here at Atebubu. We have also arrested 6 suspects in connection with the fatal armed robbery at the GB oil field station near Atebubu on 2nd May 2026, which resulted in the death of 2 persons and left 2 others with gunshot injuries. In both cases, the key suspects have voluntarily confessed to the crime. In addition, through other cogent evidence available to the police, we have been able to link the suspects to the crime. In both cases, as soon as the incidents were reported to me, I deployed a team of intelligence officers from the Police Intelligence Directorate, the Cyber Vetting and Enforcement Team, and officers from the Anti-Armed Robbery Unit to support the regional command and a manhunt for the perpetrators. The team, under the strategic guidance, followed a lot of leads and arrested some persons in connection with both cases. In the case of Nana Sewa Jankuma, the Queen Mother of Abamba, we had a break through in the case when the police at Kaswa arrested some suspects for preparation to commit crime and robbery. Following intensive interrogation, one of the suspects, Abdul Razak Ibrahim Langa, alias Zak, informed police that he knew about that murder case. He also indicated to police that the ghost of the Queen mother had been tormenting him and Asad wanted to confess everything. Upon further interrogation, suspect Nanaya Bediako, alias Nanaya, was identified as the person who shot the Queen mother. He confessed to the crime and mentioned suspect Nana Ousu Sankofi II, also known in private life as Charles Kofi Ousu, the chief of Akokwa, as the one who contracted them to kill the Queen mother, with a promise to pay them 50,000 cedis. Further investigation led to a convicted prisoner, Ishaku Al-Hassan, alias Sule Yagani, who is currently serving a prison sentence at Akafo Maximum Security Prison, but in custody at the Sunyani Central Prison pending an appeal hearing of his conviction. Two other suspects, Imara Jiman Dako, the Abakuma Hini of Akokwa, and Bukari Amado, a driver, have also been arrested in connection with the case. The regional commander will give us further details on the case. In the case involving the attack on the GB filling station, we have so far arrested 8 suspects, including 2 women. 3 of the suspects, namely Adam Ademo, age 27, Sule Amadou Soba, age 22, and Abdullahi Ali, age 45, are in custody, while the other 3 suspects, Abdul Razak Osman, alias Alhaji Gao, Nuhu Audu, and Dauda Isa, passed on in the course of the operation, and the 2 female suspects who are nursing mothers have been granted police inquiry bail. Investigation has so far revealed that the main suspect in the case, Razak Osman, alias Alhaji Gao, now deceased, a filling station operator, had contracted one of his gangs, the Nuhu gang, to rob and murder the owner of the FB filling station. The gang, on the day of the incident, monitored the owner's movements, and just when they thought he had entered the filling station, they attacked. Unfortunately for the gang, the owner had left the station again a few minutes before the gang attacked, and when they realized they had missed him, they became infuriated and started firing indiscriminately, resulting in the death of 2 people with 2 others sustaining gunshot wounds. We will ensure that all the suspects face the full rigors of the law. And before I invite the regional commander to give us the full details of both cases, let me commend all the teams who work on these cases. Your commitment to duty and sacrifice is highly appreciated. To members of the community who continue to assist our operations with relevant information, we are grateful. To the good people of the Bono East region and the entire country, be rest assured that my team and I are committed to ensuring we sustain the gains made in our crime-fighting efforts. We will continue to deploy crime-fighting methods that will enhance crime prevention and make life uncomfortable for criminals. I cannot say that without sending a word of caution to the criminals out there. Watch out, you are the next in line. We are coming for you. Thank you all for your attention. Thank you.
Christian Tete Yohuno.
Wei ayen nsema ye posisa hene Mr. Christian Tete wono edi to dwa awobono epoye mantemu amra oye nsentrefo nhemu efa abamba hema enipa bi ekum no ene adwitwasema ekoso ewo GB fuel station no ehu.
Well, colleagues, I think this is one big story we have success we've chalked as well.
Yeah.
Because looking at how everything transpired, I think the IGP and his team are working tirelessly by the day to ensure that they restructure the security of this country in a positive light. Yes. So we say a big congratulations to them for the success, and to the people of Bono as well for volunteering information out to the police. You know, we are here to do this together to make sure that the country is rid of criminal elements. Like the IGP always reiterates that it is either you abandon this trade and then join something different because it will be uncomfortable for you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I think it's a big success story, chalked, and we need to commend the IG and his team.
Absolutely. You know, let's also use this platform to ingeminate what the IGP said, that the Bono East Regional Police Command have done a yeoman's job. You know, they need to be, commended for this particular job done. But then, as we always say, police, we do not work in isolation. You know, we work based on vital and credible information. And so, when you look at development leading to this particular operation, if information hadn't been, given to the police, it would have make our work very difficult, So I believe we'll also keep on entreating members of the public that once you have any vital information to the police, please be rest assured that your confidentiality, your anonymity will be also activated as well. We're not going to divulge your name or your details to anybody or any person who is involved in any crime or any nature. Yeah. So quickly, let's pick the thoughts of our colleagues before they finally take leave of us. Felix, with the development, the press briefing that transpired in the Bono East region, the Bono East region at Tebubu, where we had members of the police management board and the IGP, gracing the occasion to, as a way of, motivating the local police for the work that they've done so far by way of their, support, collaboration, all of that. Do you think it's going to really spur them on to carry on with their mandate?
Right. So, the IGP and his entourage were in a Tebubu over the weekend where they held a mammoth press conference in connection with the horrendous murder of the Queen Mother of Abamba in the Amantin traditional area and the robbery attack on the GB4 station, which left some people dead. Now, it was shocking to learn that it was another chief that actually contracted to take the life of the Queen Mother. But we are happy to announce to our viewers that the chief in question plus the other suspects connected to the case have all been arrested. And like the IGP indicated, we will continue to wage relentless war against these criminals and get them arrested and flush them out of our communities.
Absolutely.
And I strongly believe that all the suspects connected to the horrendous murder of the Queen Mother and to the robbery attack on the GB4 station are going to be put before a court of competent jurisdiction for them to face the full rigors of the law. And I think that it is going to also serve as a moral booster for the local police over there, GP, with them over there to have this particular press conference to address the general public.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. Ama. Say uti de ekoso a yesi ohene bi na hechiri a okobo pa kotua ka so betua 50,000 kotua 40,000 aka 10,000 fa ma
who said the ewiase esi
asembe nkre
mutua sika
ede ko yunya emfiri ho
chese ha
ede be nko a otan hunu be nko a
papa na yeda posi for omo ewo buna poye mantemu asepa omo aye adwumaden say wotimi hu eye ahoden ne etu ho acha omo edition hwehwemu no emu a yanam so ama omo etimi ache enipaku ya ade omo ya ade pa na eko fa GB4 station also a eno so adwatwafoi ya biem esa eko ho na omo do omo abo omo kro no awie kra no kama fa wi amon na masa so eku nipa omo ya adwuma wo ho mienu e de aka ho ade a ha adwena o ye post sa hene nsem a odi tu dwade twato no yo kan se wo se wo edibone titi ne wo adwetwane a ye nyanche wo no enya wa adwen se ye nche wo na okay aneke ya dia ye becho na ye nka bibimfa ye suku nkula ya
na danfo no me hu video no kra was like nkura mo school ma monya 18 years when we say new media it doesn't forget
18 years no mo hu nse se ade amra eno mbedi no
exactly because by law no unya kra bi
say the one say insam ya ditudwa no amo enfie ne de atudwa 18 no nya dia ma me betimi aka bia ma
Exactly.
enya dia papa be ka bia na
We are fully responsible for what
we your ma Ghana ni a woni memra mu ti e do be fa mra kwan so pepepe enu nti ye na afige so esre su ku fo nkoda na no ye kan wa hanom yesra mu suku na mo kɔ no eye adesua e na mo ekɔ akosua enu nti ye nja senya ye kodu school ho a na yakɔye akakadensem titre ene ye seniors no epanifo na ma ye kokoti e won keto a omo ebesua ade so ayasa sa esu ni besi o mu a ene de sa na ye no eto edwa na yesra mo yenhwe na yenjai na sa ne man e de ye de se ye dachi
na ma me no papa TV o na we ni ma beto TV so be abefo tintin say ya chew say wakotwe sekan
You know,
so we
schools are supposed to be safe places for learning.
Exactly.
So seeing a student wearing the cutlass and threatening other students on campus is something we should not tolerate. And I think that the swift response by the Tema Regional Police Command and the school
also commendable.
Arresting the students is highly commendable.
Right.
But I think that it's also a wake-up call for all of us, including parents, teachers, and students as well.
Yes.
To take discipline and
absolutely.
Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Right. Thank you so much, colleagues. So that was Sergeant Felix Kwekudu and then Policewoman Sergeant Benedicta Brago serving us stories for police today on the Safe Start Show. So we are going for another break. When we return, other segment on the show continues unabated. But before that, let me send this quick shout out going out to Latifa. Latifa is a good friend to the police. She lives at Dome Pelatu. She sells wachi, so police officers who are within that particular enclave enjoy her meal so much. Again, she's also into this organic fruits, mango, pineapple, watermelon, all of that. So Latifa is also a dedicated viewer of GH Police Television. Currently, she's watching us live on GH Police TV. And again, Policewoman Lance Corporal Priscilla Afram at the VIPPU, currently watching us live on GH Police Television. Big shout outs going out to you, Policewoman Lance Corporal Priscilla Afram. All right, so we're going for another break. When we return, other segments continue. Do stay on, we'll be right back. Welcome back. It is now time for us to give you the latest in our, world of sports. And my colleague, Policewoman Lance Corporal Sadia Amma Sangari is ready to give us what is really happening in our world of sports. Good morning, Sangari.
Good morning, Sergeant Yalbaitebwa.
How do you do, madam?
How do you do?
You're back at it again?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Sergeant Yalbaitebwa, I want to ask, is it a crime to be a Manchester United fan? I have been thrilled since last week. Ever since Arsenal won the championship. By Arsenal fans.
Oh, come in. Arsenal fans, the way that they are so loud and they throw jabs. Someone was telling me that he praised Man City wins the league because it's going to spare us from their blushes. But unfortunately, I was really having mercy over them because I was like, a team that has waited for over 22 years
since 2003.
Exactly, and then 2004 instead. 2004. Yeah, when they were declared invincibles, they won without losing a match in the Premier League. Yeah, so. But then, ever since they I think City drew against Bournemouth and then they were declared champions, they've been throwing jabs on the social media platform.
It's not easy.
But it's fine. You allow them. They've been staffed for some years now. So,
it's understandable. Yeah. Good morning and welcome to your favorite morning sports update here on Safe Start. I am Policewoman Lance Corporal Sadia Sangari, live on GH Police TV, on DSTV channel 362, as well as all social media platforms at Ghana Police Service. Last week, Friday, we saw an event here at the police headquarters where the sports unit awarded some athletes for the months of February and March. The Ghana Police Sports Unit honors athletes across all disciplines for outstanding February and March awards. Directorate of the Ghana Police Service has held a special presentation ceremony to honor and reward its athletes who delivered exceptional performances during the months of February and March. The initiative is part of the police administration's ongoing efforts to boost morale, encourage discipline, and reward sporting excellence among personnel. Speaking at the event, the Director of Sports for the Ghana Police Service, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Madame Benestin Bila, commended the athletes for their unwavering dedication and professionalism.
This is to motivate them and to make them understand that in this life, effort comes with reward. We are here to present the awards from the month of February and then that of the month of March. So at the end of the day, there is a prize for this one person who emerges the sports excellent athlete of that particular month.
Unlike specialized athletic awards, this 2-month review celebrated excellence across the entire sporting spectrum of the service. Highlighting the cross-disciplinary success, the Directorate presented awards to standout performers from different disciplines. Athletes representing the various disciplines expressed immense gratitude to the police leadership for recognizing their diverse talents. The Sports Directorate confirmed that the monthly cross-discipline reward structure will remain a permanent fixture to encourage hard work and excellence. I think it's a good initiative where we award good, outstanding performers on monthly basis. So yes, kudos to the sports unit. Still on the award ceremony, the event sponsor revealed a major corporate initiative which aims to boost performance cross-discipline within the Ghana Police Service.
To thank you, Director of Sports, the Welfare Directorate, our able athletes of Ghana Police Service. I just want to say, Ayuko, you are doing a human job. Not to Ghana Police alone, but to Ghana as a whole. So it is just prudent that we come on board to give our little might to support you. So we'll continue. We'll continue. I pray others will come on board to take up the cause. But we have started as little. I believe it will grow into a mighty vision. And to encourage you, I'm planning to give an overall award in December. There are plans in place. We are planning that if approval is given, all those who are winners of every month's award, every category, then we'll choose all of you, then we'll cast votes. The winner would have a trip outside Ghana. I shouldn't have said this, but I'm saying it so that you put in your maximum efforts to make IGP so proud, to make Ghana Police so proud, to make the Sport Directorate so proud. So do more, and we are ready to support you.
Yes, he said he is ready to support. That was it from our sponsor, Mr. Seth Damesi. On to our third story, the highly anticipated Greater Accra Regional Hockey League has officially begun. It began on Friday. Unfortunately, policemen lost to prisons. We played with our colleagues, service security prisons, where we lost 3-1 for the men, and then the women also lost 4-0 at the Theodosia Oko Stadium in Accra. Now to our final story, volleyball. Our volleyball men, always making us proud, dominated in their match week 10 fixture where they played against TCL on Sunday. That is all for sports updates here on Safe Start. I am Police Woman Lance Corporal Sadia Sangari. Many thanks for staying with me.
Before you take leave of us, what really happened last Friday by the Sport Directorate?
Yeah.
It's something we need to emphasize once again, that it is inspiring. In fact, when you work hard and then you are acknowledged, it serves as a platform or a springboard for you to,
work hard,
go the extra mile.
Yes.
And let us also thank Mr. Seth Jamesi, who has been a supportive pillar to the Ghana Police Sports. You know, every discipline he comes in by way of supporting them financially.
And the award was across across all disciplines.
Exactly, yeah. It wasn't limited to a particular discipline.
Taekwondo, we saw people from the hockey,
volleyball, arm wrestling. In fact, the lady who won the overall best award,
Golden Arms.
Exactly.
Arm wrestling.
A woman.
Yes.
Exactly.
A PW inspector.
Exactly. So, Mr. Messi, we are grateful for your support to the Ghana Police Sports Directorate over all these years. We pray that may God replenish your pockets again. And then, Sangari, on Wednesday, we have a match.
Yes.
Yeah, so you nearly skipped that. Yeah, we have a match.
I almost skipped
with
it.
the 3 Sports crew. I mean, TV3 Sports team. The likes of Michael Otieje, ace sports journalist, Mutala Yakubu, my very own mates, Oreku Ampofo and Co. You know, they are also throwing jabs because last 2 weeks they beat some young lawyers at the Prisons Astrotel by 4-1. So they think they have a team. Yeah.
I mean, they should wait. I chanced on watching a startup list.
Yeah.
I mean, the squad there.
You know, they don't know. And
they don't know.
We are representing fully police officers.
Yeah.
Fully police officers. And they are going to give them a good one for their money.
I know what you can do. I saw you in the list.
Exactly,
I was like, yeah.
And we have been training all these years, you know. Yeah, so 3 Sports, you should stand well.
I mean.
On Wednesday it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
At 8 p.m. at the Prisons Astrotef, Roman Rich is going to be a very fantastic game.
We'll be there to support.
Yeah, so we are calling on everyone to come in and then witness fine football.
Fine football.
Yeah, and then you ask
from the
yourself
GH Police TV.
GH Police TV, exactly. Yeah.
We are really behind you. Go make us proud.
Oh, certainly, will make you proud, Teresa.
Go make us proud.
Right, so that is all with our sports updates on the Safe Start Show, and it was brought to us by our very own sister policewoman, Lance Corporal Sadia Amma Sangari. All right, Tess?
Yes, before we continue, I would want to have give a special good morning to the Director General Welfare, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Eric
Winfo.
Yes, he is actually handling our welfare issues. We pray for God's guidance and grace upon him to, sustain him as he continues to work on our welfare. And like Oliver Twist, we would always ask for more. We over here also have got our lenses sharpened. We'll be zooming in and out as and when any of them is touched on.
Absolutely.
Yes, so a special good morning going to you, sir. Have a great day. Another shout out going out to PW Corporal Lydia Yeboah.
Okay.
She is with the Accra High Court. She actually is a good person. This morning it was raining. And she actually drove me to the office.
Oh, really? Before she went back?
She went back. I mean, it is very rare to find such a kind. So, Corporal Lydia Yeboah, I am so grateful. Thank you, and then continue to do that good job you are doing. We love you over here.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, policewoman Corporal Lydia Yeboah. Again, let me send this big shout out going out to some 3 fantastic women who work at the MTN office here in Accra to Sue. They are dedicated viewers of GH Police Television. Mildred, Boy, Faith, and then Cynthia. You guys are wonderful. We are so grateful for your support all this while. These are individuals who work at the MTN office here in Accra, Osu. Yes. Cynthia, Mildred, and then Faith. They are currently watching us on our live streaming on Facebook. So big shout outs going out to you. And then the lady I just made mention of, Latifa. Yeah, who sells watches at Domicula too. Yes. She's always tuning watching GH Police Television. And so she knows most of our programs. I mean, traffic orientation, cyber security education, community outreach programs, children's even the Safe Start Show. Yes. While she's selling tests, she has her phone right in her palms, and then she'll be watching us live on Facebook.
I mean, that is commendable. I mean, they're the reason why this show has been put together.
Absolutely. We are engaging the people for safer communities. Yeah.
They are key partners, and so we need them on board. So shout outs going to you, Latifa, right?
Latifa.
Please call on other people to join in.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So Latifa, that is it. Big shout outs going out to you on the Safe Start Show. You're also into this organic fruits, drinks, mango, watermelon, pawpaw, pineapple, and all of that. You're a good
patron of that.
Exactly.
That is great.
All right. Okay, so away from that, next segment coming up, it is your essential health tips. And as we usually do on this platform, we have a dedicated time where we bring your attention to your health, because it is important that as human beings, we pay much attention to our health development. And so we are crossing over to the police hospital where our very own dear physiotherapist, the frisky Deputy Superintendent of Police, Madam Theodora Intriwa, who is the head of the physiotherapy unit at the police hospital, is ready to give us a presentation on what Erb's palsy is all about. Let's enjoy this. We'll be right back.
welcome to Health Tips on Safe Start on Ghana Police TV. I'm Deputy Superintendent of Police Theodora Inchirwa. Before I introduce my topic for today, I want you to imagine this. A baby is born, beautiful and perfect. Everybody is happy and celebrating. But the mother notices that the baby is not able to move one arm like the other. Panic sets in, questions begin. What is wrong with my baby? Today I want to talk about a condition called Erb's palsy, a condition that when we understand, it can be managed well. Now let us look at what is Erb's palsy then. Erb's palsy is a nerve condition that affects a baby's arm. It occurs when a group of nerves called the brachial plexus nerve, specifically the upper brachial plexus nerve, known as the C5 and the C6, are stretched or injured during delivery. And when it happens, the baby may not be able to move that arm because these nerves are responsible for movement and feeling in the shoulder, arm, and hand. So the baby will not be able to move the arm. The baby may also turn the hand inward, and also the baby's hand may have either weak grip or no grip at all. Now let us look at causes. This condition mostly happens during difficult delivery. So when the baby is excessively large, and because of that the delivery is difficult, Erb's palsy can occur. So let me use this platform to say this. Me pesa han me kan twi kakra. Say ye koya antenatal no. Na ye doctor ne hu se otwa scan no hu se akora ne so. Na o recommend say yenye cesarean section a. Yenya de ye ka se o me sofo say me wo ti say Hebrew woman. Say akora ne so. Na wo insist say o pese wo vaginally a. Another cause too is when the baby's head or the baby's shoulder gets stuck during delivery, a condition we call shoulder dystocia. Also, when there is excessive pulling, let me emphasize this. This is not the time for any blame games that, oh, the midwife pulled my baby. No. It is for us to understand the condition and take early steps. Now let us look at, can it get better? This is the hopeful part. Children that develops Erb's palsy recover fully when treatment is started early. Treatments mostly include parent education. So parents are educated on the condition. First, we will educate the parent on how to handle the baby because we do not want any further pulling. So in the initial stages, mothers are advised to dress their babies in button clothes. The reason being that it is easier to wear a button clothes than an unbuttoned clothes. And in wearing those clothes, there is a way to dress the baby and how to undress the baby. In dressing the baby, mothers are advised to put the affected arm in first before the unaffected arm. But in removing the dress, you remove the unaffected arm first before the affected arm because it is easier to take the affected arm last. Also, positioning. Because the hand typically presents hanging by itself, the elbow is straightened and the hand is turned inward, like a waiter who is trying to take a tip but do not want anybody to see. That presentation is what we call the waiter's tip. So Erb's palsy mostly presents with this waiter's tip presentation. For us not to have that, mostly we also advise mothers to position their arm in neutral position. We want to correct the presentation that the Erb's condition is causing. So we will advise mothers to put the baby's arm in neutral position. Another way, we do not want anyone putting the hand and beneath the affected arm because that can also pull on the nerves as well. So most times we advise the mothers to pick the babies this way. You bring the baby's hand across the chest and hold the baby's hand from there. Most times we advise mothers not to give babies to carers or to people they do not know. The reason being that when you want somebody to take this child, you will have to educate the person on how to handle the baby. Also, exercises are another form of treatment we use to treat Erb's palsy. positioning techniques, how to position the baby. You want to place the baby on his or her side, you have to make sure that you don't place the baby on the affected arm. Now, I want to say this. When children develop Erb's palsy, they can recover fully, but it all depends on how early treatment starts. So when you notice that your baby is not able to move one arm, please speak to a health professional immediately. Do not sit down and guess, oh, we'll get better on its own. Do not also ignore it. Do not also think that it's spiritual. Most times, most mothers will think that, oh, it's spiritual. It's this. Please seek early help. I'm Deputy Superintendent of Police Theodore Nchiwa. Thank you.
Well, so that was it with the essential health tips on the Safe Start show, and it was brought to us by our very own DSP, Madam Theodora Nchiwa, who is the head of the physiotherapy units at the police hospital. She basically told us what we are supposed to do by way of preventing Erb's palsy. This is another, important area where mothers are supposed to pay attention or have some critical eye when they are dealing with their babies. Because once you joke and then you allow it to happen, you'll be in hot waters.
You harm the baby for life.
Exactly.
Yes. So usually we do not actually take care of those things. We just take them for granted. But at least we have been taught today that there's a critical part of the child, and then we have to be more concerned when handling them.
Exactly.
So yes, I think.
So thank you so much, DSP Madam Theodora Nchiwa, head of the physiotherapy units at the police hospital. Now, let me send this big shout out to Policewoman Chief Inspector Gracie Odrowa Boatin, who's currently watching us live on GH Police Television. She's in the Central East Regional Police Command. And so thank you so much for your support, your collaboration all these years. Policewoman Chief Inspector Gracie Odrowa Boatin. You're also a dedicated viewer of GH Police Television. In fact, she's Central East Regional Correspondent for GH Police Television.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she used to be in the Savannah region, Damongo, but then she's back in Accra, currently at the Central East Regional Police Command. So shout out going out to you, Policewoman Chief Inspector Gracie Odrowa Boatin. Now, it is now time for us to have our big conversation on the show. And I mentioned earlier that today we are featuring our very own brother who is from the Ghana National Fire Service. In this periodic season of rains, one of the major effects of climate change is weather effects, weather change, having, a change in weather pattern. And so typically one may say that once we're in the month of June, July, that is where we expect the rains to come down. But then the narrative has changed. Exactly. These are cause of the effects on climate change. Not paying attention to the weather as a result of our human activities. And so now you are even in the month of April or even March, and then you have rains where you expect Harmattan.
You don't really experience that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
And so we all believe that for the past 2 weeks now, Accra has been hot, especially when we have some households or some areas, getting flooded as a result of the periodic rains. And so today, we are privileged to have with us on the show today by our very own brother from the Ghana National Fire Service, the member of the Public Relations Department, Assistant Divisional Officer 1, Mr. Alex King Nate. Mr. Alex King Nate is a household name, and very common on the media platforms as well. So it is good to have him back again on the show. Mr. Nate, good morning.
Thank you very much, my brother.
You're welcome.
This praise is the
but you're very own, our very own brother. Off the sea, how we do our things, right? Exactly. So Test, I believe this is the first time of meeting him. Yeah, when he came initially, it was Chief Inspector Priscilla, whom I hosted him on the show. So today he's back with us. King.
Yes, sir.
I was telling Test that in recent times, one of the major effects of climate change is a change in weather pattern. Last 2 weeks, the rains have been so tough in Accra. we've seen videos on social media where areas have been flooded. You know, people complaining bitterly and all of that.
Yes.
To the extent of even losing lives. Yeah. I believe it is a worrying situation.
That's a
We'll have
sad
to pay
one.
attention to it.
Yeah.
But you are here, you're an expert. You know, when it comes to firefighting, it is the Ghana National Fire Service. You know, let's know, in this event of periodic rains, what are we supposed to do when there is power set? You know, there are areas where once the weather looks so clumsy, the power is off.
It's off, yeah.
Other areas where we have exposed wires, you know. So in the case where there is rainfall and then you experience such occurrences in your home, what are you supposed to do?
Well, so greetings to everyone. Our chief officer. Thanks again. I'm in your house. Greetings to the IGP.
Exactly.
Of course.
Because he's the landlord.
Yeah.
So greetings to everyone, our chief officer, and then all personnel of both police service and the Ghana National Fire Service. So contrary to what people think, during rainfalls, we experience a lot of fires.
Yeah.
You know, people always say that, oh, since you to the fire service for Mobeji Mahome.
Exactly.
That's the time that we experience more fires, more electrical fires, because a lot of times these rains come with a lot of electrical fires.
Yeah.
We could experience some with the service poles catching fire. We again, the transformers catching fires, and even our homes due to the, you know, when, as you said, when the light is going off, then when it starts raining, lights go off.
Yeah.
And obviously, when the lights go off, when it's coming back, it comes with a certain force, or a certain charge, which can be very dangerous. And so, the things to do there, it's a lot.
Okay.
You know, even at home and outside your home. One thing, especially at home, that you have to take note of and do is that you have to get a good earthing system
Okay.
at home. Because when there's rain, it sometimes comes with thunder.
Okay.
And these
thunder strikes.
exactly, thunder strikes. And these thunder strikes can carry millions of volts of power.
Yeah.
And so when these thunder strikes your house, your poorly wired wires or poorly insulated wires, once they are getting this much power coming in, can be very dangerous.
Okay.
Again, when there's this thunder strike again, you realize that even some of these service poles outside, the lightning catches it and then it falls on the ground.
Okay.
When it falls on the ground, a lot of these cables are even fully charged. A lot of the wires that you see on the floor, some might be fully charged. Water is a good conductor of electricity. So once it's falling on the ground and you know there's rain and you still want to try and go home, it's dangerous because some of these wires could be fully charged. Walking through it can be dangerous. Even with the same with even at home. When your homes, you know where you stay, you know your area. If you know your area is a flood-prone area, make sure that when you see the rains coming, try and turn off your main power switch. Because especially for people, I think there are videos that are even sent to Bob G where you see homes submerged. Exactly. So you realize that the sockets will definitely be submerged.
Exactly.
It means that you know, so it becomes dangerous. It means and if you are not lucky and they've not cut power supply to the area, it means that it's fully energized and can be very dangerous if you step in to try and put it off. You know, so there's a lot that people need to do. We have what we call lighting and arrestor. Lighting and arrestor is also a device that you place above your home so that when the lighting is coming, it absorbs the lighting and then takes it underground.
Okay.
So that the excess energy goes down. Again, even when the light goes off and the light is coming back on, it comes with a certain force.
Okay.
So this certain force, if your wiring is substandard, it means that it might not be able to absorb the excess heat that even the ECG lights coming back carries. And so that one can also be a cause of fire, especially when it happens, if it happens when you're not at home. If it overloads and there's no one at home, and especially your wires are close to combustible materials like your chair, like other combustible materials, it can spark and then it will spread.
Wow. Okay. And so, I mean, there's a typical practice that some of us do engage in when we notice that it's raining, especially when it comes along with some heavy thunder strikes. For example, there's the power is on, but then the rains have some, tough thunder strikes. Is it advisable for you to switch off any electrical appliance, or once the thunder is striking, the light is off, we still have to go ahead and then switch off the main sockets and then any electrical appliance just to prevent, what you are saying, the velocity of the thunder strikes and all of that?
Exactly. If you can, turn off the main power switch, because you realize that if the main power switch is on, there's electricity already passing in. There's enough electricity passing in. And as I had rightfully said, the thunder is also bringing in excess power. It means that it will now go over. So if your appliances are off, it means that there's no, obviously, if you want to eat, you open your mouth. If your mouth is closed, there's food cannot enter your mouth. So if your power switch is off, then it means that the electricity can't really absorb the thunder. The energy that the thunder is bringing can't really get anything that will absorb it. So if you can, ideally, put off, or if you know your area has a lot of power fluctuations, turn off your main switch. Immediately you see lightning, so that you're able to stay safe.
But Ken, let me just chip in with this one. At times, probably you might have stepped out to go do something briefly. By the time you come, maybe the rains have come and then they have actually got into your room. What happens if your main switch is not outside to enable you to switch it off, just to avoid all those things? What if it is inside the room? Because we know now we do some of the fixtures in our rooms. What do you do?
Okay, so ideally, you have to always make sure it's outside, number one, or somewhere that's accessible. Number two, when you see something like that and you know your place, please call on the Ghana National Fire Service. When you call on us, you explain your situation to the call center reps. They would even call on ECG to cut power supply. You can call ECG that, maybe this is what has happened to you, and you anticipate that it could be life-threatening if you don't pay attention to it. So you'd request that they should cut power supply to the area, because as you go in, you might not know whether the water is energized or not, and you might put yourself in harm's way. So when you call on ECG, or you call on Ghana National Fire Service to dispatch officers there, even though there's no fire there yet, when you dispatch us, we'll make sure we call on ECG to cut power supply to the area before you're able to go in, so you can access it. Exactly.
And also we do have some of homeowners engaging electricians, substandard electricians during those things, and some of them may not put earth in the building, but though the building is already constructed, what would you advise when such things happen?
So you can still have the earthing system. If you get a qualified electrician, you can still find a way to put in the earthing system. They'll just have to dig the ground, make sure that it goes down. Lay some cable down there, so that the extra energy that's coming is absorbed into the ground. And then the lighting arrestor also. The lighting arrestor, as we speak, I'm in the process of getting some for my mom at the house. So it's one of the things that if you don't take care, could easily start a fire. When the lightning comes, there are some that you hear and then you start running away. But if you get the good earthing system, lightning arrestor, these things would at least help to absorb the excess energy that would otherwise could have started the fire.
Right. Okay, so in moments where there is power outage, power goes out, many people tend to use candles, lanterns, gas heaters. What would you propose that we do?
Okay.
That will not lead us into starting a fire.
Okay. So the safest way to use a candle today, if it had crossed my mind that I would have probably prepared, but so let's just presume this is a candle.
Okay.
All right. So instead of just placing a candle on a table, which is combustible, which can easily start a fire, it would be better to get a ceramic bowl, or a glass bowl, fill it with water, and so when you light your candle, then you put the candle in the water.
Within the bowl.
Within the bowl. So in case the fire wears out, it goes into the water and it goes off automatically. If someone mistakenly hits the candle, it falls into the water. And so when you're placing it, you make sure you place it in ceramic bowl filled with water, and then make sure you keep it away from combustible materials. Someone might keep their candle close to their curtain. That's very bad.
Yeah.
In case the wind blows, there's what we call radiation and conduction.
Yeah.
You know, just being by it would radiate some heat to the wood or to the curtain, and then before you realize, boom, it will start a fire. Most of the time when fire starts, it starts at the time that people are not fires always start small. The fire does not start boom, unless of course it's a gas explosion that goes boom.
Exactly.
Other than that, fires always start small. So being able to see the fire, deal with it at the incipient stage. So a lot of time you see people when their car or their homes are fully burnt, that's when they go and take a fire extinguisher. It's useless. Fire extinguishers are to be used at the incipient or early stage. So when the fire is fully developed, going there and you realize that sometimes there will be fire and someone will say, oh, me maybe inside and no, you kill yourself. Because you don't know whether you go in exactly. You might not be able to come out. So it's always good that at home you have what you call I'll come back to the other reachable thing. So it's always good at home you have an assembly point. So an assembly point, you all know that this is where we converge in case there's an emergency. So whenever there's a fire or you have a drill with the family, you let them know that during emergencies, you all meet here. So when you all meet there, then you do what we call the head count. You count yourselves to be sure of the number of people who are there. So that at that time you're able to identify. So when the fire officers come and we ask, is someone trapped in there? You're able to exactly. And if the ladies too, they go and do a washing in the house, they should not go and sneak in. Because if you sneak in and the fire starts, nobody knows you're
exactly. You're hot, you know. Exactly. That's the thing. Yeah.
You know, so it's important that you always make your presence known so that during the head count, you're able to rechargeable. We have a lot different types of the rechargeable lights. And these rechargeable lights all come in handy. So I would advise that if you can use either the battery-powered one, the battery-powered ones, you know, and then make sure that regularly you change the battery. Batteries are not that expensive, you know. Then use that one. The ones that you know you use the rechargeable ones too. When you are charging it, some of them, if they are substandard, they can even explode. They can even cause problems. So ideally, if you can get the battery-powered one, that one I think is safer than a lot of the rechargeable ones.
Right, Ken, we have a video at the background. I would want you to speak to it.
Exactly.
An instance where there's heavy rains, but then you notice this particular cable. You know, I don't know whether it has lost some grounding or footing, so it found its way into the water and then it sparked fire.
Yes.
You know, in situations like this, what do you call the ECG to, take off the power within that particular area? It's because it has a transformer in it.
Yes, and you see with this thing happening right now, anybody who's walking anywhere close to where the water is
will be electrocuted.
And can die because the kind of volts this transformer is carrying is no joke.
Exactly.
So and you realize that with this water, it's a moving water.
Exactly.
It's moving.
So
someone might be walking quite far, but just because water is a good conductor of electricity, it will travel. Electricity will travel. So that's why we ask people that do avoid walking in rainwater. You see, even though it's falling in the water, there might still be power going through. That doesn't mean that the power has been cut. It might be energized. So you call on ECG, report a fault like this, and then let them come in. And then call on fire service or even our friends, the police. We all work together. They will cordon off the area. We do an assessment, examine the extent of electrocution, and then we cordon off the area to make sure that nobody goes near the area that might be charged. You know, yes. So that's
right. I wanted you to explain how one will be able to have a candle sit in a ceramic bowl full of water. Yes.
So you realize that there's before you pour the water in, you can just make sure that you get the wax. Make sure it has good grinding.
Before you pour the water in. Because I was like, how do you get the candle to sit in a ceramic bowl full of water? You know, that would be similar to what you just grinding on the sea. You know,
So okay, now on the back of the video we just watched. So if this is possible, then we are likely to also say that wet poles that have fallen equally have got some electricity in them for which after the rains it can spark fire.
Exactly. And even before, during and after the rains, these poles are energized. Working on them could be a big problem. You realize that sometimes a pole might even fall on someone's electric fence wall. The power goes off. When the power is coming back, it can even come into contact with this metal and start a fire. So we advise people that when you see a pole on the ground, someone will be like, oh, don't gamble. Someone will be like, oh, we any electricity pole, we a telephone pole. Just don't take chances. Don't take chances. A wire is a wire.
And you may not be able to tell.
Exactly. You can't tell if it's an electric pole or it's a telephone line. So when you see areas where you see electricity poles on the ground, please avoid it, because maybe you might feel that it's insulated. You see the insulation. But so far as it has an end point and a starting point, maybe that end point might have come off and on the ground. And because it's rained and the whole floor is wet, the electricity again will travel through the water and might cause a problem for you.
Right. So can it mean that once the rain's coming down often, the Ghana National Fire Service is ever ready?
Exactly. We the whole of last week was very crazy for us. We responded to a lot of fires, a lot of fires. So so I would say that with fire service, we are always ready, rain or shine, because during dry season we get fires. During rain seasons we get fires, and so all we ask is that people should have in mind that fire safety is a shared responsibility.
Of course.
I always say that's a service. We can only do what we can do. We can't do all. If we are here talking about these fires, if people decide not to listen to us, because I always tell them that, look, over frame yebeba and say beba na the action. We come in to make sure that the fire does not spread. But the ebeshino, whenever there's fire, people will say, oh, the jana share you have in a moba. Nanka ejano and she hasn't came back. You know what I mean? Right. So people should know that there's this saying, oh yeah, but in the waiting maker. You see, Okokube brain, so Obofoso brain, very good. So we'll get tired, we'll get stressed, but you also get stressed because you lose properties. We can come in and do so. It's a shared responsibility. Do your part, and we also do our part.
That is one thing we need to hammer on.
Exactly.
It's a collective and shared responsibility. You don't leave everything to firefighters because that is their mandate. First and foremost, the timely intervention. When and at what time do you call the Ghana National Fire Service? And as he said, the last time he came on, he mentioned that it may depend the source of the fire outbreak. That will lead them to know what they're supposed to do. So in the case where it is raining and then the area is charged with electricity, you don't expect them to also jump into the water to quench the fire.
They have to assess the area.
Exactly. Call the ECG, take power from that particular area before they are able to come in.
And you see, let me again quickly digress from the electrical fires and even talk about how fires involving petrol and oil even spreads during rains like this. I'm sorry to remind victims, but the June 3rd, on that day it was raining heavily.
So heavily.
So if water could fight every kind of fire, wouldn't have recorded that. And mind you, the reason that fire spread so much was that the water had come into contact with the petrol. And so it made it easy for it to spread. So again, during the rains, when you are trying to find refuge or you're trying to find somewhere to hide from the rains, be mindful that where you are does not store a lot of combustible or oil materials that can easily start or spread a fire. So that's also something that is worth noting.
So, Ken, in your estimation, would you say that when fire breaks out and then it's raining, does it hinder your team's ability to put out a fire?
Well, it does to an extent, because obviously you have to wait on ECG to cut power supply to the area. When there's rain, there's traffic, there's obstruction. We struggle to get to a fire scene. I think I saw a video from Kaneshi First Light last week where the rain had submerged the whole road. Cars couldn't go. And then, so when the cars can't go and they are packed in the way, and our fire tender, well, because it's big, it can still go through. People are packed there.
So be very difficult for you to navigate the road. Exactly.
So there'll be that delay also over there. Again, telephone lines, especially, we don't even encourage people making calls during heavy rains with tender, because it can even lead to your death.
Yeah.
When you're making calls.
Yeah, and then there's
standard strike. It can kill you. So it becomes a dicey situation. As to the time, what time are you able to call? Or what time are you able to safely call us? That's the key word. Safely call us.
Exactly.
You know, so it's dicey. But either way, we are very much committed. We, as a service, we've always considered the fact that logistically we are challenged. And so, as a service, our chief and other management members have been committed to restoring breaking down fire tenders. Nungwa fire tender was out of commission for over 6 months.
Wow.
They came into commission this weekend and they went for so many fires in Nungwa and Spintex. You know, we are doing our best to restore. But then again, there are a lot of areas that also have broken down fire tenders. And so if you are within your area and then see the America say, you call us, but maybe your area's fire tender might be out of commission. You would have to call on a much further one to come. So if you don't take care of yourself, we'll come. But by the time we come, that's when they will say, Asheri na Oba. So please, avoid this Asheri na Eba.
Yeah.
I think we need a lot more education.
Absolutely,
yes,
absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
if the people understand what some of these things, then they would appreciate the effort of the fire service, and then would also know when to call. So I think we need to really put in a lot more education from that angle, so that people will get to appreciate their sense of staying safe.
Very well. Yes. So it is prevention is better than cure. And we are having an interesting conversation with Assistant Divisional Officer 1, Mr. Alex Kinati, who is a member of the Public Relations Department of the Ghana National Fire Service Headquarters. Now, this event is streaming live on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, on X. Let's use this moment and then read out some messages that we have received on our Facebook live streaming. And so I'm starting off with our very own brother Raymond Decoder Range Rover, who says that good morning, Safe Start crew. Good morning, Raymond. And then Bawa Zakaria Abdullah. Good morning, Zach. Awule Akoli says, good morning to IGP and Director General CID and the crew watching you from Banana Beach, Pram Pram. Thank you so much, Awule Akoli. And then Raymond Decoder Range Rover says that I'm proudly African, watching you live from Tema Community 4. Thank you so much, Raymond. And then Kwabena Entry Boy Siakon say, I think the police are on point. Keep the good works. Thank you so much, Kwabena Entry. And then Raymond Decoder comes back and says that because of 50,000, you have killed a queen mother. I'm appealing to the Ghana Police Service that before such crime is committed, the telcos should prompt the police. All right, thank you so much for advice, Raymond. And then Golden Boy Abdul Rakibu says, I'm watching you live, GP1 BG. Thank you so much, Golden Boy. And then Raymond Decoder Renova says that will the Safe Start program be live on Wednesday holiday? Silent.
I think the producer would have to decide on that.
Absolutely. So Chief Odro, you have a missed call. Before we end the show, Raymond will give you a feedback. Thank you so much. All right. And then Raymond says that some people say there is a spiritual connection between electricity and thunder strike. Is it true? Alex Kinati, you have a missed call.
We deal with science.
They're bringing superstition into the whole thing, you know? Yeah, so Raymond wants to find out whether there is that spiritual link between electricity and then thunder strikes, right?
Well, unless of course someone has scared someone that we've all hit.
Yeah.
But with fire service, scientifically, we deal with facts. You know, we deal with facts. So unless of course, well, we deal with facts. So
I know, right? So Raymond, here, you know, typically it is about scientific observations, right? So when you have any superstitious linkage to electricity and then thunder strike, maybe as a result of someone's, you know, a consultation with any deity, that one will be a discussion. But then with the Ghana National Fire Service, they deal with science, you know, and so it's about data, right? So that is it from Raymond Decoder Range Rover. Nana Mensa Poga says, so very educative program this morning. Kudos Ghana Police Service. Thank you so much, Nana Mensa. And then Miss Pepra, I see you, Chief Inspector Priscilla Pepra Nkrumah says that kudos to the team. You guys are doing amazingly well in lifting the image of the Ghana Police Service higher and higher. GH Police TV is indeed engaging the people for safer communities. Thank you so much, Miss Pepra. But then, Mr. Nati, we have a video at the background where it is showing officers from the Ghana National Fire Service, you know, trying to cut down, bring down some trees after it rained or so. Can you really speak to this particular development and the significance of it as well?
Yes, so I was there personally.
Okay.
And as I said, I think the last time
was it in Accra?
Yes, Achimota, from Achimota, hospital towards Christian Village.
Oh, okay.
That curve there.
The Atumata Forest. Oh, all right.
That's when it happened. And
Wow.
so
And it's
what
raining.
happened? It's raining. You know, I personally even took this video.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and so wherever human life is involved, we are there.
Exactly.
So when there's an accident, when people drown, when there's be attacks, where anything that can easily bring about any problems, we are there.
Okay.
So over here, a big tree, the one on the right, had been uprooted, and fortunately, it happened at dawn,
Okay.
so it didn't cause any casualty.
Okay.
But then, when we got there, per our assessment, we realized that all these trees up there had a tendency to cause harm if left unattended to.
Yeah.
So we had to now call on our turntable ladder to come in and then be able to help us prune all those areas. Looking at the rainstorms, for a rainstorm to be able to uproot a tree like this, it should let you know that there could be any such danger at any time.
Exactly.
So we used from morning to evening.
Yeah, when you look at the extent of the damage,
Exactly.
it's really tough.
The Greater Accra Regional Minister herself was there. Madam Uklu, kudos to her. Our Director Legal Fire Service was also there, and we made sure that we defied the rain, because you know, if you say you are waiting for the rain to stop, you are not too sure when it's stop. The work must still go on. Water is our weapon. So we still have to work to it. So people should not hesitate to call us when. And so over there, our brothers, your people were there, the police, they help with traffic control also. So we tell people that, look, whenever there's accidents and people are trapped, the police service comes in there to help maintain discipline, control traffic. But you know, obviously, your people do not do the cutting and extrication of people. So when it happens, when they call on you people to help direct traffic, they should call on us so that we can also get there early, so that when we get there early, we're able to cut through, create space, and safely bring out people. Because when things happen, accident happens, people always of the Ghanaians, we always uniado. So everybody will try, holding and then pulling. But the pulling and holding can kill the person. Because when the way you even pull the person will determine if the person will live or die. You see, because the spine. So if you are dragging, that's
true.
But when we come in, we come in and then make sure that, because maybe the person is stuck, but instead of making sure that you create enough space to safely bring him out, before you notice, exactly. And then maybe our family, you should not stretch us. So, our family background, APA, I will say, that's the wrong thing. When someone is involved in accidents or has gone through things like that, don't give the person water. Because giving the person water can mess up with their system and then can lead them, to death. So there are things that we encourage, when you are done here, but when the people are trapped, please leave it to us, because experts are there. Because say, but you end up killing, and all you say is that, you see, I watched the video, I think over the weekend, there was an accident at Sprintex, ran about, and people were standing there, so you see, it's another thing. Exactly. It is not your job. You don't have insurance for this. We don't have insurance now. You see, so we advise people that whenever there's someone has drowned, there's another story I read last week. 3 brothers died. I think 2 of the brothers died. One fell in the water.
Rescue,
They brought him out. The other one was trapped. The other one rather went through, and then they also couldn't come out. That's the job. That's our job. Unfortunately, we've had a casualty like that. Beidou.
Okay. He was also trying to rescue someone who was
he was even able to rescue 2 of them, but he couldn't come out. So God, he was, unfortunately, was promoted posthumously. But that should show that it's part of our job, and even at the peril of our lives, we are determined to make it count.
Ken, last time we had officers from the communication unit at the police headquarters, whom we were engaged, and we were trying to look out for how events turn out when they are receiving calls from individuals who are in distressed situations. So they made mention that in as much as there is a challenging moment when they have to deal with prank calls, and so out of 3,000 calls coming in, there was only 12 that were valid calls that people needed the essential service of the Ghana Police Service, and then other Ghana National Fire Service as well. So briefly, I wanted to touch on the collaboration that exists between the Ghana Police and the Ghana National Fire Service, because with our dedicated hotlines 191 18555 112, we do receive calls from individuals, you know, who have issues with fire outbreak, and then those calls are redirected to the Ghana National Fire Service. Yeah.
And probably to add to that, if they call in the ambulance, because it's a combined effort,
exactly,
so
he mentioned that.
add that one as well.
So we collaborate a lot. So I think we do a lot of collaboration because when our officers get to a scene and they are being attacked, they relate to our control room that police assistance needed.
Okay.
And then they call the police control room, and then they relay back a message passed to police information center. If it's an accident and people are involved in an accident and are dying, they relay ambulance needed at the fire scene or the accident scene. Or message passed to ambulance service. So I would say that we have a very good, it's a symbiotic relationship where a hand go, hand come. You know, I'm sure when obviously also there are times that our control room gets a call and then it is yes, you know, it's even coming from the police information center to our call center. So I believe we have a very good collaboration. There's a certain level of data sharing because even with the cameras that are placed at vantage points for traffic control and all, we are getting that same feed also at our control room to help us be able to better help with the navigation of our officers. So I would say it's a commendable collaboration between the fire service and other sister services like the police and ambulance, and we're hoping that with time the bond will just get as stronger. Like appetite.
Stronger than appetite.
Right. Okay, Sid. So like we say, the rain does not stop you from doing your duties as fire officers. There's this myth out there that during rainfalls and we don't have fire spreading easily. What do you have to say?
So during rainfalls, the fire spreads a lot. The fire spreads a lot because you realize, as I said, water is a good conductor of electricity. And once water falls on electricity, it makes it charged. So that's why even when we are going to fight fires involving electricity pole, when we get there, we don't just pour water on it. We call on ECG to cut power supply to the area. Again, when this is even a good example of how fire spreads through rainfalls because the water is running. If it's a stagnant water that's there, you know that it doesn't really cause a problem. But with this one that is running, it becomes a problem. That's why, again, we are great advocates against flood because where there's flood, it means that water can go anywhere, and when the water is going somewhere, you don't know where the water is coming from and whether that water is energized or not. You can't tell. So it's safe that, you know, we avoid flooding, and then if we avoid flooding indirectly, we are avoiding fire that is being spread from one place to the other.
Right. Thank you so much. I believe you are having an engrossing moment with us on the Safe Start show on GH Police Television. We are having a big conversation with our brother from the Ghana National Fire Service. It's basically about telling us, you know, our safety in ensuring that we do not have fire outbreak in our respective areas of our boat. You know, what you are supposed to do, what you are supposed to be wary of to prevent or to forestall the happening of such occurrence. Now, Alex, I mean, by way of experience and then by years of practice, can you tell us one of the most surprising, you know, cause of fire within this rainy season? If you have identified any surprising cause of fire this rainy season?
Okay, so not this rainy season though, but one of the fires that was really serious around the Achimota news station is a woman that was cooking gobe, and left the gobe to go to church.
Wow.
And it got Achimota Bufun around the news station area.
Yeah.
It burnt a lot of structures.
Wow. Was it in the morning?
What was
the morning?
So the gobe was being prepared in the morning?
Yes.
So was that a result of forgetfulness?
No, she was probably of the expectation that by the time she comes back from church,
okay, I know beans, preparing beans takes a longer period for it to get cooked.
I'm sure.
So she left the gobe on fire.
But Alex, you know, let's be realistic in this situation. I mean, so why don't you wait and then prepare it when you are alive? Oh, no, if you're around, sorry. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. And you see, then again, also there are a lot of the fires that we attend to is what we call unattended burning of refuse. Someone will be burning their refuse, and then once the fire is burning, they just go and sleep. What they forget is that, again, as they are burning the refuse, they are burning close to a wooden structure, close to other combustible materials.
Yeah.
Even in the markets, a lot of these fires also are as a result of unattended burning, and then even people smoking.
Yeah.
So we discourage, to a large extent, people opening drinking bars and beer bars in the market areas, because wherever they sell beers, they sell cigarettes.
Exactly.
And the person
tend to smoke.
Yes, and when they smoke too, the person might not take cognizance of where he or she is dumping the cigarette butt. So maybe the person finishes, or no, I didn't come until be a case. So just throw it somewhere. It falls on, these rubbers that they used to cover these items in the market. We have what we call smoldering. So when the cigarette falls on the rubber, it takes its time. So the smoldering is a gradual burning.
Okay.
So it takes its time. Boom, boom. So then it fully develops.
Okay.
So in such instance, what do you do to such people?
It's difficult to find them. That's where our brother, our brothers come in.
But in the case of the woman at the Achimota area, he was identified. What?
Yeah, she was identified.
Yeah, so what happened to
So that one, obviously, the police, when there's a major fire like that, the police come in.
Okay.
So we leave it to them. We give them all that they need. So whatever is required, we can't tell them what to do. So, but we can only provide the evidence and then the point. So when we realize that it's arson, or realize that it's human negligence, then we refer it to the police. More articles, legislation will break. So you go now look at the books and see which criteria or the offense it falls in and apply it. Exactly. So we just do our part, fight the fire, help identify, and then we leave the rest to you.
Fantastic. All right. Can you briefly tell us what are some of the measures you will entreat families to put in place, especially in this moment of periodic rains, to help them avert the occurrence of fire or any other disaster during this rainy season?
Okay, so one, I would advise that the way they're able to keep your numbers in their head, 18555, they should be able to do or to keep our numbers also in mind. Again, they should have a routine, a fire safety routine amongst themselves at home, that in case there's an emergency, what do we do? Again, one thing I advise people to do is that, I don't know if I said it here last week, but from time to time, close your eyes and then walk around your house. Know where your exit is in case there's an emergency. In case there's an emergency, and as we are saying, the light goes off and you want to go out. How do you go out? Because the place is dark. So if you familiarize yourself with your environment, you know that, okay, I've closed my eyes. If I go straight, I'm going to my kitchen. If I go left, I'm going here. If I go here, I'm going to the door. You familiarize yourself with it. Again, have a drill with your family. Have install smoke detectors. Smoke detectors are early detection, fire detection systems. That when the smoke comes into contact with the detector, it will sound an alarm.
For you to
Yes,
know what's
exactly.
happening.
So familiarize the children with it, that when you hear this alarm, assemble at this place. So that you know that you are safe. So as a family, identify a unique area that when there's an emergency, this is where we are all moving to as a safe haven. Again, we know people are more scared of the thief than they are of the fire. So a lot of homes have a lot of burglar proofs. You can have collapsible burglar proofs because these burglar proofs, they end up being traps. When you're scared of the thief will end up making you the prisoner in your own house, because when there's an emergency, you're not able to go out. So we'll ask people that get a qualified welder to help you design a good burglar proof. Again, rewiring is one thing that would encourage people to be doing from time to time. Ideally, between 10 to 15 years, try and change the wiring in your home.
Of the entire house?
Yes.
Okay.
Or get a qualified electrician to carry out an electrical audit of your house. The electrical audit of the house will determine if the electrical installation is good or fit for purpose. I drive through areas and I see that for areas that have older communities, like Newtown, some of these very old places, you see very old houses. And these very old houses, you see a lot of air conditions, naked wires all over it.
That's true.
It's a very big danger. Once this naked wire, and you see some of these naked wires come outside. So when there's rain, rain or shine, it's falling on the wire.
Really?
And this wire runs all through to the house. So you realize that someone will be in their homes, or so free, kicking. Hey, in short time, so free, kicking.
Okay.
That's a ticking
That
time
is
bomb.
the reason.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a ticking time bomb. So get an electrician to check, do rewiring, and then make sure that there's insulation. When you are home also, especially even with the rains coming into the homes, when your electrical sockets has loose contact, and you realize that some homes, some electrical sockets have hanging sockets, and then exposed wires. Because once it's hanging, some of the wires are exposed. Any little water coming into contact with it can easily start a fire.
Yeah.
So I ask people that during the rainy season, they should not only take advantage that it's a time for cooling, they should make sure that it's a time for vigilance. So that they should apply that same vigilance to as they would have on a normal day.
Right. That is so educative for the part of Assistant Division Officer 1, Mr. Alex Kinati, who is a member of the Public Relations Department of the Ghana National Fire Service headquarters here in Accra. Right, I still have some messages coming in with our Facebook live streaming. Let me do and read them out to our expert here, our firefighter, who will throw more light on it before we continue with our next round of questions. Very soon, we'll be bringing an end to our conversation because our time is getting close. But before that, I have a message coming from Yao Mensa. Yao Mensa says that we have been ignoring his messages. No, but Yao Mensa, please, it's not intentional, okay? I believe it's a genuine oversight. So let me read this one. This one says that please, Mr. IGP, focus on Dodowa Police Central and Oyibi Police Station. Some of the police officers are working hand in hand with land guards in that area, taking people's land in Dodowa and then its other adjoining areas. There is this particular police officer called Anidoho Diedon. This police officer is an informant in the police service. He leads land guards to various sites with fake paperwork to steal people's land in Dodowa areas. So please look into this investigation. Thank you very much, Mr. IGP. This one is an allegation from Mr. Yao Mensa. Mr. Yao Mensa, please, we'll invite you to come forward to the Police Professional Standards Bureau, PPSB, where it's headquartered at Nima Police Station. Once you have your evidence, please go there and then make your complaint. And then investigations will be conducted into this particular case. All right. Apart from that, Priscilla Afram is also watching us live at Kwabena Barracks. Policewoman Lance Corporal Priscilla Afram of VIPP, I see you. Right. And then Raymond Decoder Range Rover is asking that, he's saying that prevention is better than the cure. But then how best do Ghana Fire Service intensify prevention or education to Ghanaians? Alex Kinati, I believe this is another platform, of telling what Ghanaians are supposed to do by way of not waiting for the disaster or the calamity to happen before you entirely rely on the Ghana National Fire Service.
But exactly, sometimes, a lot of times also, people do not listen. See, you're surprised that someone would tune his TV, see a fire officer, and they change the channel.
Change the channel. Okay.
Oh, you're from Mukomumba. People have all sort of excuses.
But for your own safety,
exactly. You see, we have a safety. Every station has a safety department.
Exactly.
Their job is to make sure that safety standards are adhered to. Safety education is propagated. But people do not listen.
No listen.
So, as we said, it's a shared responsibility. You're asking us what we are doing. What are you also doing as a person to make sure that you stay safe from fires?
Exactly. So, Raymond, please, when you know that Ghana National Fire Service, they are very active on all our social media platforms. They move into markets, schools and other areas to offer safety education. When you meet them giving out their education, please don't change us. Flip your channel, please. It's about time we follow their social media handles and then keep up with the, up-to-date safety information. So please, it's about listening and then also honoring our parts of our civic responsibility. Another message coming from Priceless Asamoah, and it reads that looking at the frequent fire outbreaks we keep seeing in our markets, our schools, and our institutions, many Ghanaians feel we tend to react only after disasters happen rather than prevent them beforehand. This one is a question going out to Alex Kinati. He says that, from your experience as a fire officer, would you say Ghana is truly prepared for emergencies, or do we still have a long way to go as a country when it comes to fire safety preparedness, or say fires in rainy seasons? This is a tough question.
I would say no country in the world can say that they are fully prepared for emergencies. No country in the world can say that, because just like Oliver Twist, those who even have I think there was a disaster in America when there was a major fire.
Yeah.
The officers had their tender even broken down. They were worn out. I saw, and I'm not joking, there was a lady's handbag that they were using to fetch water just to pour on the bag. And this is America. Imagine this was Ghana by now, developed country. Yeah. So imagine if this was Ghana by now, in Quebec, trendy all over the world. But this was America. So I would say that we are making efforts to make sure that we are prepared.
Yeah.
We are prepared. It's a thing that we always work on. But we are hoping that the president and the Honorable Interior Minister, they've promised us massive retooling of about 100 fire tenders, which would really go a long way to help us prepare us. So we are hoping that we are getting there. But when this 100 tenders come, it will enhance our preparedness much more.
Okay.
That's what I can see.
Right. Sergeant Boateng, we have a few messages coming through our WhatsApp page as well. So this is coming from Nanose Mensah from Massachusetts in the United States.
America. Yeah.
And he is asking, what lessons have recent market and residential fire outbreaks taught emergency agencies about preparedness during adverse weather conditions?
Well, so as a service, we've always, you see, again, I'll go back to it being a shared responsibility. We've always advocated that we need fire posts in markets so that our officers who will be stationed at these markets would go around, conduct routine checkup, make sure that nobody is doing anything that can easily start a fire, or even be equipped with some fire extinguishers that they can manage the fire when it starts at the incipient stage. So as a service, that's one thing that we've done at Kantamanto. At the back of all these fires, now we have a fire post at Kantamanto. That is, so you realize that for about a year now, we've not really seen a fire. Exactly. Kaneshi Market. I'm sure you've not heard the last time Kaneshi got caught fire.
It's
because exactly. Because we proposed measures and they adopted the measures, and that's what we are seeing now with no fire coming out from Kaneshi Market. So as a service, we churn out a lot of proactive measures to help forestall any such thing from coming. Unfortunately, some market leaders who would have to even put in a little extra to ensure that they protect their people will not do it. They always tell you, oh, you go so so as a service, we are doing our part. But again, I'll go back to it being a shared responsibility. We will come up with our parts. I think, I don't know if it's Sisala, I'll commend I don't know the name, but from what I read, the person came out himself and then helped to fix a broken down fire tender.
Wow.
So that's showing effort.
Exactly.
Some of our officers I think somewhere in Bono, the fire tender looked very bad. Officers themselves, they put themselves together and then they made the appliance nice. Obuasi, the people themselves came together when the fire tender was broken down, asked what the problem was, they chipped in. Amasaman, the MC and other people came together, found out what was wrong with the fire tender, chipped in. We can't do all on our own. At the end of the day, if the car is there, it is there for them.
Exactly.
So it's a shared responsibility as a service. We can do our part, but you, the people who are affected, it's a fire service for Ijuma. As and when budget is approved, that's when we come and do the car. That time to the fires will not be waiting. So they should know that it's a shared responsibility. We can do our part, but if there's something that they can also do, they should do so that we can be able to serve them much better.
Right. This is coming in from Mr. Gibson Maino. He is watching us from Accra here. He says, very educative and insightful program. Continue with this great work. Thank you so much, Mr. Gibson Maino. And we have another one coming in from Ronald from North Kaneshi. He's saying, this is a nice show. Good morning to you, Roland, and continue watching with your folks as well. You are the reason why the show has been put together. Thank you so much for watching.
Right. I also have another message coming from our WhatsApp line. This one is from Abigail Amele. She's asking, many people assume the rainy season reduces fire outbreaks, yet electrical and domestic fires still occur frequently. What dangerous misconceptions do people have about fire safety during this period?
Well, again, the misconception is what you just said, that they feel there's no
the rain should be able
to fight the fire. What you fail to realize is that when there's rain, okay, the rain is falling on the roof. It's not falling on the fire. The seat of fire is inside. It's not on the roof. So if there's fire inside, unless of course the roof has caved in.
Okay.
And then even when it caves in, it even covers the fire.
The fire,
it covers the seat of fire or the source. So the rain is even cost 90. So until firefighters come in, do what we call overhauling, salvaging, making sure that we rubble through and get to the seat of fire and fight it. So that's one misconception. Rain does not kill the fire.
All right.
Again, also when there is rain, I wanted to say something but I've forgotten. But when there's a lot of rains, again, we record a lot of fires. So please, they should not take it easy like that.
Yeah. So Abigail, that is it. When the rains come down, the record of fire outbreak is on the rise. So please, let's do the needful by preventing such occurrences that is coming from our very own self.
And then one other thing is that, you see, we should always check our roofing system at home. So that's one very important thing that we should note. Our roofing systems at home should be regularly checked. If you have leaking roof, it can be an easy source of electrocution or fire. Because if it's leaking and then there's an exposed wire, substandard wire, or even your extension board lying down and the leakage drops into it, it can start a fire. So please, as we are checking the electrical system, let's again make sure that we have a good roofing system that is able to protect, I think there's even fire somewhere right now.
I know, right?
So
that is why the call is coming in.
Exactly.
Right. So another last question before we finally wrap up. Raymond Dakota Range Rover says that it's asking, earth wire and stabilizer, which one is more effective to curb fire outbreaks? I think he wants to find out whether the earth wire we talk about and then having a power stabilizer between the two, which one is more advisable to curb the occurrence of fire outbreaks?
I would still go for the earth
wire. Okay.
The earth covers the whole house. But the stabilizer
meant for a particular appliance. Exactly. Okay.
Maybe the fridge, maybe the TV. For all you know, the fire coming in might not affect the TV or the or your other thing that you're using the stabilizer to use. It might affect something else. So I'll still go for the earthing because the stabilizer is also a machine.
Exactly.
If it gets excess power, because that's how you plug it. So if it also gets excess power, it can even cost, exactly. But the earthing system makes sure that the excess power that is drawn goes down. It goes down
beyond the earth.
But then we can still say that there is no harm in having both.
Exactly. If you have money, you can have both. It means that you are fully protected.
Right. So Raymond, that is the answer from our fire expert. Is saying that he will go for the earthing because that one directs the excess power beneath the earth. And so thank you so much. All right. So Ken, before we finally wrap up, your final words of advice to the general public for them to stay safe during this rainy season and possibly give us some numbers if they want to reach out to the Ghana National Fire Service.
Okay. So one, I would encourage that if you come to the fire scene, right now everybody is turning, because of monetization, everybody is turning into a content creator.
Exactly.
It is both bad and very good.
Film and all of that.
Exactly. It's quite bad and good. Again, bad in the sense that if we are fighting fire, as you said, an area might be energized. We are treading cautiously, but for consent, someone hold the phone and try to get close to where the fire is. If you come and you're electrocuted, whose fault is it?
Right.
So ask people that, please, know when to draw the line between being kokonsa or being a content creator and being safe for yourself. Because we've come to fight fire. If you come and you're electrocuted or you are affected by the fire, do we leave the fire that was the main reason why we came and attend to you? No, it's not fair. So we ask people that, please, when we come and we are working, the Kokonsa videos, just to be able to say that I was there some, I was there some. And you be at the mortuary some.
Exactly. Right. And then what of any number that we want?
Okay, so our numbers, they're obviously 192.
192, right?
Yes.
Right.
And then there's the 112, which is the central one. So if you call and it's a fire, it will be directed to us.
To the fire service.
And then we have other landline numbers. 0302 772 446. That's a number particularly that I even call when there's an emergency. It works. So please try and keep it in mind and call when there's a fire. Someone will call and then Ejato, then cut the call. Yes, now we know where the jar has stopped.
Exactly.
So it's important to take your time. let us know the kind of fire we are dealing with. If it's an electric fire or fire involving petroleum or oil, then they will inform the team that will be responding that they need to go with what we call foam concentrate.
Okay.
So that's when we go and fight fire. People will say, it's foam concentrate. So when they're able to let us know what we are dealing with, then we'll be able to inform the crew that's attending that this is what exactly what to take along to prepare. So when they call, please take your time, talk to the call center, just even with the police. When you say that I confirm how, if you don't give the police where that confirm is exactly
the exact location.
The exact location. You know. So I confirm kita machine gun and a bomber. No,
All right. Thank you so much, Assistant Divisional Officer 1 with the Ghana National Fire Service PR Department, Mr. Alex King Nati, who graced the show today on GH Police Television to basically serve some safety measures to individuals within Ghana as we have entered the periods of rains. And so the numbers that he just made mention are on your screens. Please, let's take cognizance of them. Wherever you are, please ensure that you inform the Ghana National Fire Service, in time, for them to come around and then help you. But the most important thing is that today we have learned that firefighting is a collective and shared responsibility. And so we do not blame an institution like the Ghana Fire Service when there is any fire outbreak, where we have failed as a people to honor our part of the deal. It's all about prevention. Prevention is key, and prevention is better than cure. And so at this moment, we'll bring an end to our big conversation on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. We are going for another break. When we return, we'll come back with the birthday wishes on the show where we celebrate police officers and their loved ones. But once again, thank you so much, Ken, for gracing the occasion. We're extremely grateful. We believe that over time we'll be bringing you back for you to get more education.
Never.
I know, right? Exactly. All right, so please enjoy this break. We'll be right back after this.
Hello. Hey, only I'm a tongue catcher.
What is say?
Namia do more, but on away.
Adumo, a mega yo-yo, with schoolmate.
What's one catcher?
Hey, it's a said, it's a Macupio or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up, and no pointing I'm sure number every week. Company no air pay, and my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya a half. Now pay man sweat you have scanning 80,000 and Tinosana at
Nana, Madame Fibio could be Canada. Nana named Chanoboga. What's the opinion about a good year to man say? Miss meeting me free Ghana, about the coming more Canada. Oh, no say a male woman in a company no. I'm moving to your sick, I'm moving to your half, I'm just making to your half. Into the many one woman.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Papa Phobia or Maba. Or Catcher will say, or Canada, and then say, or France, Embo, a boutique corner can be. Now, Catcher will say, Aquanaba, Aquanian agent, or Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso. Into Fao. No one grata, the Honor with you and over Canada, and answer France, and answer Britain Brunakan. Now, Naka Sape, Sinibu, a drop. Hey, you go do back. Or bet you was then, or bet you use again now. We can't have a queen already. We are what for so, or best so it is. I want to super you. Hey, now, say you go now for 1 plan. Combat juice, one minute. You can't bet my room, you bet my position, you bet my own, I bet you by your papa. And you are known for Sargon. Let me together for you. And to me, I know, my mamma in down, my mother got tossed any pabonini, and any paboni from a feeding.
Well, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. Now, we have gotten to one of the most interesting segments of the show, Sergeant Tess. Yeah. This is where we celebrate police officers and their loved ones, who have had an incredible journey by way of having their birthdays. We are still in the birthday, we are in the month of May. And people are already arguing that the best or the fantastic people are born in the month of May.
Every person has their own favorite.
I know, right? Yeah,
so but then is debatable, but we cannot actually.
Yeah, but then undoubtedly, I can say that the best ones are born in the month of October.
Because you're an October born.
Exactly,
Okay.
And so when you get there, you get to know.
Definitely.
Right?
We all have our
all right. So it is that time for us to wish our birthday celebrants in the month of May. And so production, if our list is ready, let's kick the ball rolling. So it's a happy birthday wish going out to Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Patrick Nuyama. He's the district commander at Mamprobi here in Accra. This one is coming from your wife, Reverend DSP Mrs. Selina Nuyama, and your children, Nana, Papa, and Ira. Their message is that we are wishing you a happy birthday with lots of love, Daddy. So happy birthday once again to Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Patrick Nuyama, Mamprobi District Commander. Do have a fantastic day, sir. Right. So Mr. Nuyama used to be at the police headquarters, at the
procurement,
exactly, quartermaster, So, all right. So this is the birthday wish. Next person on our list this morning is a happy birthday wish going out to WO1 Warrant Officer 1 Asari Enyan Alex, also known as Commander Zero. This message is coming from drill experts from the Advanced Drill and Duties Course, ADDC 225. Their message is a happy birthday to a remarkable senior whose leadership, wisdom, and dedication continue to inspire everyone around. May this new chapter bring you greater success, good health, peace of mind, and endless achievements. Thank you for the guidance, support, and example you set for others. Wishing you a truly memorable celebration and many more prosperous years ahead. So happy birthday to WO1 Asari Enyan Alex, also known as Commander Zero. Do have an amazing day, officer, soldier. Right. It is still a birthday wish currently happening on the Safe Start Show, and this one is a very own senior colleague within the public affairs fraternity. It is a happy birthday wish going out to DSP Mr. Godwin Ahianyo. He is the Ashanti Regional PRO. This one is coming from your family, your friends, and the entire Public Affairs Directorate. And our message is that we are wishing you continued greatness, good health, and many more years of impact and inspiration. Happy birthday to DSP Mr. Godwin Ahianyo, Ashanti Regional PRO Papa. Right. So do have an awesome day, Ashanti Regional PRO Mr. Ahianyo, and then have a blast this day. Chill out. Right. Another happy birthday going out to this gorgeous policewoman, Chief Inspector Emma. She's at the CRD headquarters. This message is coming from your sweet husband, the entire family, and then Sergeant Eugene Ofeyansa and Corporal Frimpong Eric. And then their message is that they are wishing you a fantastic year filled with joy and success. May this year bring you happiness, good health, and many more achievements. Do have a fabulous day, Policewoman Chief Inspector Emma, CRD headquarters. Happy birthday to you, fine woman. We believe that you're going to have a fantastic moment since your husband is around. He's going to foot all the bills for today. So make sure you milk him proper. Right. It is still a happy birthday wish live on GH Police Television. Sergeant Tess, I'm not surprised that policewomen in recent times are effervescent. They are stunning, they are phenomenal. Look at this one. So colorful, so flamboyant. Happy birthday to Policewoman Chief Inspector Dorcas Ajua Sapomapia. You are with the Techiman Regional Police Headquarters. This message is coming from your sister, Policewoman Inspector Olivia Ekia Nkrampa. Her message is that may the good Lord bless you with many more years, good health, and wealth. Happy birthday, Policewoman Chief Inspector Dorcas Ajua Sapomapia. Techiman Regional Headquarters. Do have a wonderful day, madam. You look so stunning.
Right, so we're still in the birthday mood. We have one coming out from personnel at Obuasi and then Kwabena Station, your family. This is coming to Chief Inspector Philip Ofori, alias Sergio. You are with the Obuasi Kwabena Station officer. And the message is, the Lord has done you well and can only join hands together to thank him for your life. You've been a great team leader and colleague all these number of years. You've impacted lives in diverse ways And we cannot thank God enough for bringing you into our lives. On the occasion of your birthday, we say, live large and live long, Chief. So this is coming from your family, loved ones, and all personnel at Obuasi Kwabnankwa Station. Have a good day. Enjoy your day, sir. So another one coming to PW Inspector Tema Boatin, instructor at PPSTS. This is from Inspector Rexford Anolabi. And the message going out to you is your love for humanity is beyond imagination, and your dedication to work is unmatched. You are simply a good, amazing. You are simply good and amazing person. God bless you. Enjoy your day, Inspector Tema Boatin. May the Lord grant you all your heart desire.
So this one is a dedicated view of GH Police Television.
Okay.
Yeah, so big shout out going out to all instructors at the PPSTS Palugu Upper East Region. It's a happy birthday in advance wish to her. So, Madam Tema, we've seen you. Do have a fabulous day, Madam. Right.
Right. So, still on the birthday wish. This is coming from Lance Corporal Entry Elizabeth of New Wager, and going out to Inspector Jennifer Kosia Jamina of New Wager District Headquarters. The message to you is happy birthday, Inspector Jennifer Kosia Jamina. May the good Lord bless your new age and keep you safe. Amen. Cheers. Much love from your sister. So, Inspector Jennifer, enjoy your day. Have a good one. This is coming from your loved ones. Stay safe, and may the good Lord continue to bless you. We have another birthday wish going out to Corporal Sylvia Regina Edu, and this is coming from Chief Inspector Grace Odruwa Boatin. You are with the Legal and Prosecution Unit at Kaswa Regional Office. And the message is, may this new age bring you greater achievements, peace of mind, and countless blessings. Keep shining and continue making us proud. Enjoy your special day and have a fantastic celebration. This is a belated one. May God bless you, Corporal Regina Edu.
All right, so this one is a belated happy birthday coming from our Central East Regional Correspondent, Policewoman Chief Inspector Gracie Odruwa Boatin.
Okay.
And so Policewoman Corporal Sylvia Regina Edu is with the Legal and Prosecution Office at the Central East Regional Office. And so it's a belated happy birthday going out to you, Policewoman Corporal Sylvia Regina Edu. I think some couple of weeks ago you buried your daddy at Salt Pond, and it was wished on this platform. And so yesterday was your birthday. In fact, do have a wonderful week as you are celebrating your birthday in the month of May. All right, it is still the birthday wish on the Safe Start show on GH Police Television. We are still wishing police officers on this platform and their loved ones. So it's a happy birthday going out to Inspector George Osei, National Protection Unit. This one is coming from Chief Inspector Opare Martin, our very own brother here at the Public Affairs. It is a happy birthday, bro. Wishing you long life, prosperity, and greater heights ahead. Keep soaring higher. So happy birthday going out to Inspector George Osei, NPU. And this one is a wish coming from Chief Inspector Martin Opare of the Public Affairs Directorate. Do have a wonderful day, sir. All right. Next person is a belated happy birthday wish to Inspector Joseph Eko Wilson, who works at the Bono Regional Police Headquarters and also a rep for GH Police Television in the Bono region. This one is coming from Policewoman Chief Inspector Priscilla Nkrumah Pepra of Public Affairs Directorate and your colleagues at the Bono Regional Headquarters, Sunyani. Their message is that may the nations come to your rising. Eko, keep soaring higher and higher. So belated happy birthday to you, Inspector Joseph Eko Wilson, Bono Regional Police Headquarters, and a rep for GH Police Television. Do have a wonderful day, sir. Right, it is another happy birthday wish going out to Policewoman Sergeant Evelyn Adjo Mifetu. You are with the Education Directorate National Police Training School here at Tesano in Accra. This message is coming from the Strong Okanta Men 2013 year group. Their message is that they are wishing you a fantastic year filled with joy and success. Your dedication as a colleague officer inspires us all. May this year bring you happiness, good health, and many more achievements. Happy birthday to Policewoman Sergeant Evelyn Adjo Mifetu with the Education Directorate National Police Training School. Do have a fabulous day, madam. Right. Again, another happy birthday wish going out to this stunning policewoman corporal, Gertrude Semabia. You are with the Bechem District Police Command. This one is coming from Malik Sando. And his message is that wishing you continued greatness, good health, and many more years of impact and inspiration. So happy birthday to policewoman corporal, Gertrude Semabia. You are with the Bechem District Police Command. And this message is coming from Malik Sando. To have an amazing day, fine woman police officer. We believe that today you're going to really break barriers with your birthday. Yeah. Okay. So another happy birthday wish going out to, yes. So Sergeant Tess, this gentleman is the formidable, skilled, tactical, sharp, disciplined, a towering bodyguard to the Inspector General of Police. Yeah. So it's a happy birthday wish to General Lance Corporal Abdul Rakibu Isaka, IGP's bodyguard. This message is coming from DSP Mr. Ebenezer Godwell Addison, ADC Sergeant John Sawe Amano, and all personnel at the Secretariat of the Inspector General of Police. Then their message is that it is a happy birthday to the officer who keeps the boss safe. May your day be as sharp as your instincts and as fulfilling as a clean sweep. Here is to another year of watching backs and maintaining discipline. Happy birthday, my brother. So happy birthday to General Lance Corporal. Yeah, so these are pictures of what the man does on his daily escapades with the IGP, making sure that our very own boss is safe. Watching his back, ensuring that there are no attacks from anywhere.
You need to have an eagle eye to be
absolutely,
able to
so the man, if you're not disciplined, if you're not skilled, you're not tactical, you can't, fill in the voice or the shoes of becoming the IGP's bodyguard. Yeah, it's not an easy task,
Yes.
Because once the IG is around, you are looking beyond the screens, to detect any unforeseen happening. Yeah, so it's a happy birthday going out to our very own brother, General Lance Corporal Abdul Rakibu Isaka. Do have a wonderful day. Since you are the IG's bodyguard today, I believe that you're going to have more cash to celebrate, and don't forget to remember us. GH Police Television.
Your public affairs will be coming there.
Exactly.
So joining you celebrate
GH Police, we are there to celebrate in this particular achievement of yours. Do have a fabulous day, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this one is another happy birthday in advance wish to our very own brother at the Public Affairs Directorate, Lance Corporal Isaac Ishen. Yes. So this one is coming from us, Team Public Affairs Directorate, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. We are wishing you a fantastic year filled with joy and success. Ishen is a multifaceted police officer. Works with the camera, video camera, still camera, does editing and all of that.
Function, so,
absolutely. He's a versatile police officer. So happy birthday in advance. But then the standards in the office. You can't celebrate a Sakura birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
to
you must gather the bowls and then the
I think
the
welfare is going to take care of that.
Right. So once you have policeman, Inspector Ben is now lovely Lamte.
She's going to sort this out.
Please do the needful. We'll be looking out to you. So happy birthday in advance, bro. Lance Corporal Isaac Ishen of Public Affairs Directorate Headquarters. Right. Okay. So another happy birthday to this gorgeous, dark-skinned policewoman Lance Corporal Priscilla Afram. She works at the VIPPU. This message is coming from my very own self. May your heart desires come into fruition, Priscilla, in the name of our Lord Jesus. Keep winning in all your endeavors. So happy birthday to you. In fact, tomorrow is your birthday, so it's a happy birthday in advance wish to policewoman Lance Corporal Priscilla Afram of the VIPPU. This one is coming from my very own self to you. You're also a dedicated viewer of GH Police Television. You live right inside at the Kwabena Police Barracks here in Accra. So do have a fabulous week as you celebrate your birthday in the month of May. Yes. All right. Another happy birthday going out to policewoman Corporal Jennifer Achu. This one is coming from your family, friends, and colleagues. I believe I had the pronunciation of your surname right. So. You work with the CID Headquarters Forensic Science Laboratory. Yeah, Jennifer. And the message is that I wish you good health and the mercies of our Lord in all your endeavors. So happy birthday going out to you, policewoman Lance Corporal Jennifer Achu. Yes. I think that's the right pronunciation. CID Headquarters Forensic Science Laboratory. So a couple of days ago, the director was here. Assistant Commissioner of Police. Yes, Madam Mercy Japan. And so Jennifer works under Madam the Forensic Science Laboratory. So you are our very own policewoman Corporal Jennifer. Please have an amazing day as you celebrate your birthday. A belated happy birthday wish to General Constable Charles McCarthy. You are with the Offenso Police District Police Command. This one is coming from your family, your friends, and colleagues. And their message, they are wishing you a fantastic year filled with joy and success. So belated happy birthday going out to General Constable Charles McCarthy of Offenso District Police Command. Do have a fantastic week, brother, as you enjoy your birthday. All right. So, Sergeant Tess, please continue with the rest.
Yes, so we're still on it. There's a birthday in advance to PW Constable Yacho Assam Jimaima. And this is coming from your lovely friend, Constable Faiza to Smaila from the CIT unit. Her wish to you is wishing you long life and prosperity I love you. She says she's a good friend and a colleague as well. So happy birthday to you, Jemima, in advance. May the good Lord continue to bless your efforts in all you do. Have a blessed day, sweetheart. Yes, another birthday wish going out to Constable Apentin Laurentia Kumi, and it's coming from Constable Ago Kennedy. You are with the Western North Regional Headquarters, and then the message is, Dear Laurentia, on your special day, I just want to say thank you for being such a reliable and inspiring colleague. Wishing you joy, growth, and all the best this year. Happy birthday to you, Laurentia. Have a good day. Happy birthday wish going out to Stella Nyakon Insia of Kumasi Central Prisons. This is coming from ASI Samuel Oredu and International Man. The message to you is, may this new age bring you greater achievements, peace of mind, and countless blessings. Keep shining and continue making us proud. Enjoy your special day and have a fantastic celebration. Enjoy your special days, Stella. May the Lord continue to bless you.
So I think she's a prisons officer.
Yeah, she's a prisons
with
officer.
The Kumasi Central Prison. So she's a Lance Corporal.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So the last one going out to Francis. And this from the police basketball team. And then the message is, may the Almighty God renew your strength and help. We wish you God's continued protection and preservation. So this is going to you from the police basketball team. And you are the police basketball team, Francis. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day.
All right, so that is it with the projections we have. But then this one is another belated happy birthday wish going out to Policewoman Chief Inspector Sheila Amwakun. You are with the Techiman Regional Police Headquarters. This message is coming from your sister Policewoman Inspector Olivia Equia Nkrampa of the Public Affairs Directorate. And the message is that may many more years of happiness, wealth, and love. God bless you. This is what we wish for you. Belated happy birthday going out to Policewoman Chief Inspector Sheila Amwakun. You are with the Techiman Police Regional Headquarters. Now, those are the messages we have projected on our screens today. We keep hammering on the fact that if you're a police officer, you have any loved one that you want us to celebrate their birthdays, in any day, or within any month, please do well and then send us a picture, your birthday message at least a day before the said day, and then we'll do well and then celebrate such person. But then we also have some birthday wishes coming through our WhatsApp lines, and we'll seize this opportunity and then read them out as well. So it's a happy birthday wish. This one is a belated one. Yesterday was your birthday to my very own sister, Sandra Owusu-Ansah, also known as Frimpoma. You are a midwife at the St. Michael Hospital, Jachi Pramso in the Ashanti region. Yesterday was your birthday, so it's a belated happy birthday going out to you, Sandra Owusu-Ansah. We call you Frimpoma. You are a midwife at the St. Michael Hospital, Jachi Pramso in the Ashanti region. So do have a fabulous week, Frimpoma, as you celebrate your birthday yesterday. Right, another happy birthday wish going out to, this one is a belated one as well, going out to lawyer Hope Agbado of Amenuvo Law Firm. So belated happy birthday going out to lawyer Hope Agbado of Amenuvo Law Firm. God's grace and favor in this added year is what we pray for. This wishes is coming from your kid brother, Agbado Wanda, alias Sir Pablo. He's in the United States of America Army. So U.S. Army, that is where your kid brother, Agbado Wanda, alias Sir Pablo, works. And then this message is coming from him as well. So it's a belated happy birthday to lawyer Hope Agbado of Amenuvo Law Firm. So council, we are wishing for God's speed, God's grace and favor in this added year of yours. Again, we also have another happy birthday wish going out to, this one is coming from our very own producer here at the Public Affairs Director, GH Police Television. This one is coming from Chief Inspector Ishahak Abdul Salam. You are with the Emergency Command Center at the National Police Headquarters. It's a happy birthday to my little prince Ishahak Muning Bang. This name is quite difficult to pronounce. Ishahak Muning Bang Muntaz of the Youngsters International School, Kotobabi branch. May God Almighty Allah bless as you grow every day. This one is saying that may you enjoy today as it is your day. This one is coming from your daddy and your mommy. They love you so much. So it is a happy birthday to little princess Ishahak Muning Bang Muntaz of the Youngsters International School, Kotobabi branch. Again, we still have some other birthday wishes coming through. This one is coming from Eugene. This one is a message coming through from Sergeant Eugene Ofeansa, but it's a wish coming from your dad and then your mommy. It is a happy birthday, a belated happy birthday going out to Nana Sewa Echampong. You are in Gothenburg in Sweden. Their message is that may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace and joy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. This one is coming from your dad, your mother, and then Sergeant Eugene Ofeansa at the Public Affairs Directory. So it's a belated happy birthday wish going out to Nana Sewa Champong. You are in Gothenburg, Sweden. Right. Another happy birthday wish going out again from Chief Inspector Ebenezer Ejay Arthur. It's a belated happy birthday wish going out to Sandy Sakite. This message is saying that happy birthday. Right. So it's a belated. Okay. So it's saying that we know you are watching us live from Kent in the United Kingdom. Keep enjoying your day and stay safe. The message is saying that, bro, happy birthday. Not just my friend, but my real brother. I hope this year treats you as well as you treat everyone around you. So cheers to more. God bless you. So this one is a message from Chief Inspector Ebenezer Ejay Arthur to Sandy Sakite. We believe you are watching us live from Kent in the United Kingdom. So keep enjoying your day and stay safe. All right. So again, another belated happy birthday going out to Frema. So this one is coming from Chief Inspector Martin Opari, and the message is belated happy birthday to baby girl Frema. Continue being a good girl and may you grow with wisdom, joy, and good health. So it is a belated happy birthday going out to Frema. This one is coming from Chief Inspector Martin Opari at the Public Affairs Directorate. And again, our very own Queen Mother. You know, this woman is a dedicated, a staunch viewer, a dedicated viewer of GH Police Television.
Okay.
She's also a good friend to the police as well.
Okay.
Yes. So today happens to be a day where, as part of her corporate social responsibility, she's donating some medical supplies or medical equipment to the Achim Tafo Government Hospital.
Wow.
So the Achim Tafo Chidom Hene Nana Adepa Amponsa Yeboah the First. Yes, in partnership with the Mission 195 humanitarian organization, which is based in Maryland, in the United States of America, is donating some medical supplies to the Achim Tafo Government Hospital today. And so, Nana Adepa, we are thankful for this kind gesture towards medical health delivery in Ghana. We pray that wherever the monies came from, may God replenish those pockets for you to do more beyond what you are doing today. And so today, Achim Tafo Government Hospital will be receiving medical supplies from the Achim Tafo Chidom Hene, Nana Adepa Amponsa Yeboah the First. So Nana Piao Nyankwada, and then we pray that you do more exploits. So Nana Adepa is another fantastic woman, who is really supporting the Achim community, by way of this kind of kind gestures. So yes, so that is it. Right. So Tess, I don't know whether you have also some other birthday wishes coming through with on WhatsApp as well. All right. So that is all with our birthday wishes on today's edition of the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. Let me once again indemnity the fact that there is a dedicated number on your screens. If you're watching us, you're a police officer, you have any loved one that you want us to share in their incredible journey by way of celebrating them on their birthdays, please send us a picture. Your birthday wishes at least a day before the day, and we will do well and celebrate in that particular regard. So this is where time will permit us to bring an end to today's edition of the Safe Start Show. Thank you so much for your time. I believe you've had a riveting experience on today's edition where we hosted my brother from the Ghana National Fire Service. It is all about safety within this periodic rainy season, what you're supposed to do as a way of honoring your part of your civic responsibility. Thank you so much for those who also watched us with our Facebook live streaming and Beyond the Borders of Ghana, and then every other individual who contributed by way of sending us a message on our live streaming. Once again, I'm Sergeant Yao Boatin, your host, and I was supported by my very own colleague, Policewoman Sergeant Teresa Adu. But before we finally take off leave, we take leave of you, let's send this big gratitude to the Inspector General of Police and the sedulous members of the Police Management Board for their continuous support and collaboration for this particular production. Again, another whooping gratitude going out to the Director General Public Affairs Directorate, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Madam Grace and Sir Akrofi, Staff Officer DSP Mr. Richmond Mensah, ASP Mrs. Angela Kumi, and then every Tom, Dick and Harry who works at the Public Affairs Directorate, and then the production team at GH Police Television for ensuring that we've had a successful and productive production today on the Safe Start Show. Until we come your way again on Wednesday, we have a football match against 3 Sports. So TV3 Sports crew, the likes of Michael Otieje, ace sports journalist, Mutala Yakubu, Oreku Ampofu, and then other guys, Clifford also preparing cool. You are coming off face to face at the Precincts AstroTurf here in Accra, Roman Ridge. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. on the AstroTurf. It's going to be a very cagey encounter because, 3 Sports coming from a 4-1 win against some, I don't know whether they are incapacitated young lawyers who cannot even run. They beat them for a 4 goals, so think they have arrived. They are going to meet real men on Wednesday, 8 p.m. At Precincts AstroTurf. The likes of DSP, Mr. Richmond Mensah, Sergeant Jones, Sawe Amano, Lance Corporal Isaac Eshen, my very own self, Chief Inspector Isaac Chumodro, the goalkeeper, who considered 5 goals in 2 matches. He'll be there. But then we have plans to substitute him, and so that is it. Yeah, so we are inviting or calling on the entire police fraternity to come and rally your support behind us at the AstroTurf. But Sergeant Chief Odro considered 5 goals within 2 games.
I am not surprised anyway.
Yes,
not. So probably you need to look for another.
Exactly. So we have alternatives. You understand?
Yes.
If not, we'll drink goals.
I tell you.
Yeah, because Odro cannot be trusted.
So better make
a goalkeeper who comes in in this morning and age trousers. Which goalkeeper wears trousers in the morning and age? Chief Odro. So Kofi Commissioner, please stand by. When you also come and you also concede, you also change you.
You change them, yes.
Exactly. So
the men are there for you to.
Yeah, we have the men. We have the men. So it's going to be a KG encounter on Wednesday, 27th. It's going to be Salah football under the lights at the Precincts AstroTurf. Please, if you're a police officer, you're watching us in within Accra, come and then support us. We are going to beat 3 Sports crew on Wednesday by goals they cannot even count. Yes, this one is a promise. All right. So until come your way on Friday, because Wednesday is Salah Day, it's a holiday, we can't come with a live production. So Raymond. Wednesday, we are not coming with another live show because it's a holiday. So we come back on Friday and bring you the camouflaged Friday edition of the Safe Start Show. Until come your way again on Friday, please keep enjoying the rest of our programs on GH Police Television. It's goodbye for now.